Hey guys. Hello everybody. Um I had to post my Instagram story with the quickness. I was really lollygagging. What is up everybody? How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? Um Aliana Nicole, is the Patreon worth it? I think it is. A lot of people like subscribe for like a month maybe, and then like watch the content, and then if they have to like unsubscribe and join again. But we just posted the newlywed game challenge. It was me and Darian versus Trisha and Moses, and I think it was funny. I think it was really funny. I know we ate when I have to like rewatch it again just for fun. So yeah, I think it's worth it. Oh, how's my back doing? Oh my god, you guys, it is rough today. It's kind of my own fault though, because we got new furniture this morning. We got a new sofa, so it was a lot of like moving furniture around. And Darian, shout out Darian, he did the most of the heavy lifting. But I was still, you know, stubborn and moving things around. So it's rough today, but overall it's been a little bit better. I can't tell if it's been better or if I'm like more used to the pain. But my MRI is on Wednesday. Then after my MRI, I can do physical therapy. So we shall see. Yeah, I feel like if you have chronic pain, back pain especially, damn, it is rough, you guys. But you know, we're getting through it. How is Darian feeling now that he is exposed to fame and success? They're gonna have to ask him that. I don't know if he knew. He kind of just woke up. Because he woke up early to help with the movers today, and then went back to sleep after. And he just texted me to say, can you say happy birthday, Colina? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So happy birthday, Colina. Colina? Yeah, I think that's how you can pronounce it. Jenna, did you find out if it was slipped or herniated for my back, for my disc? I think it's herniated, but I won't know for sure until Wednesday after my my MRI. JG, Joey Christopher, happy early birthday. I'm so honored that you're spending it here. Oh my god, in 40 minutes. The countdown is on. Oh. Sorry, I lost track of the chat for a second. Let me scroll up because there was but how are you guys doing? Can't believe it's already Sunday. This weekend kind of flew by. I can't believe it's already Sunday. Oh yeah, a lot of Patreon love. Thank you for the Patreon love. I you know, our schedule's kind of been all over the place because we do the extendeds now a lot of the time on Wednesdays because of the tour schedule, but we're still sticking to it. 2 a week, guaranteed 2 a week. We're gonna try to, you know, iron out the schedule a little bit though, because we were like on it fiercely. But you're always guaranteed at least 2 a week. Oh my god, Emma, I'm so sorry. Diva is down. I lost my job this week. I am rooting for you, girl. It is brutal out here. It's so brutal. That's why I'm just grateful to be employed, to be honest, because I know it's tough. I hope everything's okay. Honestly, I know it sucks right now, but in retrospect, every closed door, like everything I did not get or lost, I look back and I'm like, I see why that wasn't for me. I see why that wasn't my journey. But I know that's annoying to hear now. So I feel for you, girl. I feel for you. Oh my god, Trish Crepe, Aiden, I have not seen the Eternal Sunshine short film yet or heard the deluxe edition of Eternal Sunshine, and that's my fault. My problem is the gym is typically my time to listen to new music or like watch something, and I haven't been able to go to the gym. But I will get on that. Oh, Christine, you said that beautifully. Every rejection is a redirection, girly, period. I don't know if you came up with that, but I'm going to credit that to you, Christine. I'm going to credit that to you. Maddie, Oscar, random question. Do you text in caps or in lowercase cap or in lower caps? Maddie, this is an excellent and embarrassing question. There is lore here. So until 2020, I did you know, regular case. I think this is interesting lore, but you know, like beginning of a sentence is capitalized. But then when I started texting Darian always texted in lowercase, like lower cap, yeah, in lowercase. And then it took me like for the first month, I would manually lowercase my text to match him, and then I finally learned that you can change it. Oh my god, I didn't know who you guys were talking about. Vivian, wait, where did she say she wants to come on Just Trish? Because I actually love her. I followed her on Instagram. I think she's so fierce, and I love her TikToks. And not even like the I mean, obviously I feel like she's like innately political, I guess, but just the personality on Vivian, I think she's so funny. Like, she's so funny, she's so charismatic. I love her. So yeah, literally not even political stuff, just like her personality. And I think that she is trying to do that too, from what I gather. I think she just wants to be known as like herself and not like Elon's daughter, you know what I mean? She said it on Hassan's stream. How did I miss this? Oh my god, how did I miss this? Oh, on TikTok live. Yeah, I love her. She's really funny. I agree, Emily. Like, I think she deserves to just be like a personality on her own and talk about girly things, you know, because I think she's very funny. Oh, Ida, hello from Stockholm. Oh my god, you and Trish are my comfort watch whenever I can't sleep. Love the positivity. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. It's so funny because I mean, I fall asleep to really crazy videos, like stuff that wouldn't make sense, but it's funny like thinking of people falling asleep like Just Trish, because in my head it's so chaotic and crazy. It's like, how would that, you know, lull you to sleep? But it's actually funny. Whippo low. Wait, no, actually don't like Brittany Broski. She won't go on Just Trish. No, you can totally like Brittany Broski. I still like Brittany Broski, even though she won't come on. I think she's funny. And I get it to an extent. I do get it to an extent, for sure. If Vivian comes on the pod, hide your Tesla. You are so right. You are so right. That's so funny. I was actually just binging your videos and reacting to Just Trish. Oh my god, that's so nice. It is my favorite thing to do. I was editing my vlog yesterday, you guys. It is almost done. I've been saying that for a while, I know, but it's also so embarrassing because it's so old. I was editing it last night and I was like, this is so irrelevant now, so I need to like add some extra footage to like freshen it up, almost like the Kardashians, like confessional style, you know. But I was editing my vlog and I was like, honestly, I love reacting more than vlogging. I just don't think I'm that great of a vlogger, to be honest. I really don't, clearly. Lydia, you should have come to Raleigh with Trish. It's the best. North Carolina. Darian is a North Carolinian. And I want to visit too, actually, but I can't travel right now. It's so frustrating because I literally can't do it. I can't even go to like the grocery store right now. Isn't that so sad? Because yeah, I just can't really walk. I'm like very immobile, but I'm hoping I'm at least better for LA, which I think I should be, because if I start physical therapy like next week, I feel like a month's time, you know. Oscar, have you ever seen Bass Fishing Productions? Huge fraud. No, what is it, JG? Oh my god. That is so funny. Maddie, the first episode, I was just thinking the other day about how much better the episodes got when you started being more involved. Yeah, I'm so nervous because in the beginning, because you guys know I was editing myself, like pre-Jimmy, I was editing myself, and I was trying to like edit myself out as much as possible because I was like scared of being cringy and embarrassing. So I'm so scared to look back and watch. I also think I'm cringy, like anytime I look back at what I've done from like a day ago, even, I think I'm cringy. I think I'm cringy yesterday. I think I'm cringy last week. In the moment, I don't think I am, but when I watch it back, I am like, that was pretty cringy. So I'm very scared. I'm very, very, very scared. Who do you think dies on the White Lotus? I honestly have no idea. I really don't know. I've seen theories about Chelsea, but I'm hoping it's not Chelsea because she's probably my favorite character. Trish and crew look like they took a PJ on Insta. I know, it looked like a PJ to me. It's because there are no flights from North Carolina to the casino they're playing at. So I don't know. I think that's why. Which is so funny though. You can tell I love how much they were living for it, because you can tell they don't really do PJs that often because they're like doing all the photos. Oh, Madison, thank you. My controller setup back here, it's mostly Xbox, some Switches. I am trying to collect all the consoles, or most of the like iconic consoles in pink is my goal. I only have like 3 right now, but I need like the pink 3DS, a pink GameCube, pink Nintendo 64. Bass Fishing Productions is saving tropical fish from sewer dumpster type videos. I know that style of videos. I've seen a couple of them. Those are crazy. And I know what's her name? Like the aquarium info, like craziness. Jules, yes, we see you, girl. Imagine you were like banned. Wearing my freaking merch. I need the new merch. The nutrition merch. My favorite console ever is probably a Nintendo DS is probably my favorite ever. Maddie, did I see the meme of me and the Hogwarts Legacy character? That is literally you. I saw it. Love that you guys see that for me. I wonder if I can. I'll pull it up on my phone. I do not think it looks like me. But I would gladly take it because it's a cute character. Oh, here, someone posted it. The focus is gonna be freaking crazy. I wish this looked like me. Like, I love his hair is nice and thick. I think it's mostly the glasses, you guys. I think it's mostly the glasses. Pingu isn't here. No one is getting banned. Oh wait, cut it off. I am so sorry. Did you free Kelly? I forgot to mention Kelly on Hot Topics last week. Last week. Yeah, last week. God. But I will ask. Whipolo says, I washed my pink DS in the dishwasher when I was little and it broke. Mama. Oh my goodness. That is, I guess, you know what? When you're a kid, you don't know. You just don't know when you're a kid. Who should my boyfriend and I cosplay as for Trisha's Chicago show? That's a good question. I think, ooh, what if you did Trisha, like an iconic Trisha and Moses photo shoot? So if you did like the engagement photo shoot, ooh, or you can do the wedding photo shoot, like the black wedding, something like that. I think if you redid one of their photo shoots, that would be fierce. Robin, that is so funny. What happened to Rosanna Pansino drama? That feels like so long ago, you guys. Doesn't it not? That little saga. It was short. It was short-lived. It was really the topic for like a week. I honestly don't know. I think we kind of just left it at that. I was like, okay, girl. What was it? And Oscar, I just want to thank you for, what did she say? For bringing it to my attention that I was liking tweets because I was running around my flight and I'm dyslexic. I was like, okay. Sure. Oh, wait, question. Oscar, I emailed you, but it bounced back. I don't know if it's working. Did you email Oscar at oscargracie.com? I think, is that my email? I think that's my email. Oscar at oscargracie.com. I think so. Ooh, what a great question. What's it like when you get to Trisha's for the podcast? Is she waiting downstairs or does she greet you at the door? Do you knock? That is such a good question. when I get in, so they have like 2 gates. So they have like the security gate, so they know when I enter a security gate, and then they know when I enter their gate. And because they have to like let me in, and then I just come in. Usually Moses is moseying around. Oh, that was funny. Usually Moses is moseying around downstairs, like getting things ready. Sometimes he's shooting like his canned fish TikTok. Downstairs, like, because if you right when you open the door is the not love line set. Like genuinely, you open the door, there's not love line, and then next to not love line is a lot of shit, and then next to all the like a lot of shit is where we shoot Patreon, and usually Moses is over there in between the 2 sets. That's where he does his TikToks. So sometimes he's downstairs. Trisha, by the time I get there, is typically upstairs getting dressed because she does glam early. She does glam early in the makeup room downstairs. Sometimes she does a photo shoot in the pink checker, like on this little set. Sometimes she does a photo shoot, and in that case she's already dressed. But typically she goes upstairs. She's upstairs getting dressed. When I come in, I do my makeup, which takes like 5 minutes because I do like nothing because I am really bad at it. And then I go and I sit in my chair, and then usually Moses is already there, and Trisha comes down. And yeah, that's pretty much how it is. But that is such a funny question. I wish you guys knew. I cannot wait for like the minimal aesthetic that's incoming if she hires like the organizer, because there is so much. I can't even like, whatever you imagine the room, like the downstairs environment and the upstairs, honestly, front, it's like, it's crazy. It is pretty crazy. It's like, even for her, because she like this, just to get to like the Patreon set, it's like a little maze. It's like an obstacle course, and she's pregnant. I'm like, careful now. Obviously, yeah, you know, she's not handicapped, she's just pregnant, but still, it's like very small and maneuvering to get to the little Patreon set. Angel, please get Rachel Zegler on the pod before she moves to London this summer. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. God, I don't know. Our window of opportunity was so small, and shout out Harry Daniels, because Harry Daniels got me in touch with the Disney people, but it was when she already left. She already left LA for New York. So it was rough. Oh, I think Trish Crave asked, I saw this while I was talking and made a mental note. Oh yeah, here we go. What happened to Trisha's main channel rebrand she was talking about? I actually already know. She just doesn't have time to do it right now. Like, she didn't have time to shoot the stuff, the content that was gonna be on the main channel, if that makes sense. Like, it was supposed to be like, what, like episodic something, and she had no time to actually do it because of the tour and everything. What time? Oh, someone asked what time we shoot. We usually shoot in the morning, like 9, usually 9, but with the tour right now, we shoot random times because she usually gets back Mondays. Like tomorrow we shoot at 4 p.m., which is late for us. Thanks for the Rachel Zegler support in the past pod. You were doing effectively about sticking to your no politics energy. I was trying. It's hard because it's also, I talked about this on Patreon, but it's like, it's not just because of Just Trish. Like at my other job, we're not allowed to get super political. I feel like I kind of talk about political stuff in a way where it's like, it make you kind of know, you can infer my beliefs, but I can't be like outright political because I get fired, genuinely. Because I work in like news, and news has to be like unbiased. So it is tough. It's tough to like walk the fine line and say my opinions without getting fired. The last episode was the Nikki Blonsky. Oh my god, I'm scared about that. I saw finding out about Nikki Blonsky was crazy. It was crazy. In the moment, I was like, I don't know if you can say this. I really don't know if you can say this, because when she was like, what did she say? If a big person sits on a little person, it's premeditated murder or something. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. I'm like, I think you might have to take it out. That killed me. I really thought I was gonna pass out. I was laughing so hard. And yeah, Moses holding it back was so funny. Moses holding it back was so funny because she's just talking about Nikki Blonsky for days. And I mentioned it one time too. It was like, didn't she do something problematic? But then everyone loved her, so I'm like, I guess it wasn't that bad, or maybe, you know, one of those things where it was a long time ago, forgiveness, etc. But that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Oof. Yeah. Oh my god, Oscar Gray, Matt Edit got 200k likes on TikTok. That is crazy. That is so funny. I really should be on TikTok more one day. I kind of just like consuming from a distance though, to be honest. Did you see that Elon? Oh my god, PJ, yes, we were just talking about it earlier. Vivian would be down to come on Just Trish. Would love. I don't think she's not in LA though, is she? Oh, Trish Crave, has anyone reached out to Chapel Roan? Yes, Trish Crave, I have reached out to Chapel Roan quite a few times. There were a lot of follow-ups. Even before Call Her Daddy, before I even knew about Call Her Daddy. After Call Her Daddy, I'm like, okay, pack it up, let's hang it up, she's too famous. That's when I officially let go and let God. I was like, that's a wrap. She's too famous. Genuinely, I'm like, she is too famous. Because yeah, I mean, literally a year ago it was in the works, and then it was about finding a date, and yeah, and then we talked about rescheduling in November. But yeah, I think she's genuinely too famous, but it all makes sense, to be honest. And even Call Her Daddy, it didn't look like she was having fun. I'm like, does she even want to do these podcasts? I don't know. Like, she didn't look like she was having fun on Call Her Daddy, and they made her do like 10 TikToks, like different sounds, and she just looked like more and more like she wasn't feeling it. I'm like, girl, I feel for you. I feel like she just, I don't know, this is just me implying. But even again, before Call Her Daddy, I was texting Misha, and she said that she would want to come on one day. Misha is Chapel's bestie and creative director, and like the sweetest person. I can't even like put that into words. The sweetest person ever. And she said she'd be interested in coming on one day, and would love that because I think she's really, really interesting. Yeah, I think, me being biased, I think she would have had more fun over here on Just Trish. It wouldn't have gotten, you know, I probably would have done well. I think it would have done well, but I'm sure Call Her Daddy definitely got more views because their audience is so much bigger. And also it makes sense because Call Her Daddy is also on Sirius XM, which is a radio station, and all the press Chapel has been doing has been directly with like radio stations like Apple Music, Amazon Music. So it's all been directly to places that play her music. So it all like makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I understood why. Because Sirius XM, radio stuff now. I'm like, Ooh, Cameron says we need Meg Stalter. Yes, I agree. And I think Trisha's been texting. Yeah, I think if she comes on, it'll be when the time is right. I'm letting, again, it's one of those things where I'm like letting go, letting God. If she wants to one day, of course we will. Shout out Harry Daniels though, because Harry Daniels was doing the work. He like he was like, here's Tate McRae's person, like I'm gonna ask her to come on the podcast. I'm like, okay. Here's Kim Kardashian's person, I'm gonna ask her to come on the podcast. I'm like, okay. Love, here's Disney, you can get anyone from Disney. I'm like, okay. So I love Harry Daniels. Love. Oh, Sarah the Lush Queen, welcome in. I love when Sarah the Lush Queen is in here because no one is more positive than Sarah the Lush Queen. Oh my god. Oh yes, sorry, I keep missing the questions about Eternal Sunshine Deluxe. I haven't listened to it yet, which kills me. I really do need to listen to it. And I was explaining earlier, I usually listen to new music in the gym, and I haven't been able to go to the gym So that is why, but I will listen to it. Darian has been listening to it in the shower and stuff, but I want to like sit down and like really take it in, you know? Oh yes, Gabby Wendy, they were talking, she had to reschedule. Gabby Wendy had to reschedule, so hopefully sometime soon. Oh, what mic is that? This is a Razer microphone. I forgot which one. I want to say the Siren. Marissa, that is the excellent question. How's the back? I'm a physical therapist and worried. Let me know if you have any tips. My MRI is Wednesday. So any tips to not be in a lot of pain, let me know. I love Chelsea Uncanceled too. It made so much sense. Because Tana loves her and they are so popular. And I do love Emmy Hartman, actually. I was just listening to her music. I was just listening to Emmy Hartman. Jeff's episode comes out this week. The guests are like kind of in schedule or going up according to the tour schedule. So yeah, so Trisha is out of town this week, or like leaves Wednesday, I think. And what was I gonna say? And then when she's in New York, we have a guest for that week. And there's a guest coming that I'm very excited about. I hope people are excited about it too. It's someone from Drag Race, someone who, not from this current season because they can't do press, but yeah. We want Peppa Pig. Okay, let me have Harry Daniels reach out to Peppa Pig and Mama Pig for that matter. Dylan Efron was on Two Hot Takes. He would be great. I don't know, because his publicist Trisha had beef with from the Vlog Squad days, and obviously those days are behind us, but I don't what's the word? I understand if anyone, like, I feel like Trisha has moved on, but I understand if anyone else holds a grudge. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the terms of that are. So yeah. Yes, of course, gonna watch White Lotus today. That is what I'm gonna do exactly right after the pod. Jenna, I want Harry Daniels to come back, but the problem is he is in town, and wait, let me see. I forgot what day he's in town. He's in town this week, and our filming schedule is all over the place. Like, we're shooting tomorrow, but late and short because Trisha comes back late. What did he say? And then we're not filming Wednesday. But I feel like Harry Daniels is like an honorary Just Trish like crew member, in my opinion. Is Barbie Ferreira was supposed to come on? Yes. I don't know if I forgot, Trisha mentioned it when we were filming. She was supposed to come on, but then the tour schedule is crazy, and then it's not a no. It's still a possibility. It's still a possibility with Barbie Ferreira. I made a list. Oh god, it's on my computer. It's not on here. I made a list. I kind of snapped the other day, and I like made a list of people and like their publicist information. I need to just like keep emailing out. Yeah. So we'll see. We shall see. It's also, she only has like 2 or 3 days during the month to do guest interviews, to do like guest episodes. So that has also been the issue. The scheduling is tight. The scheduling is very tight. So we'll see. We shall see. I love Drew too. Has he been posting? I would love Jen X Pen on. She said that she doesn't listen to podcasts. I know. I don't. I feel like maybe Jen has seen a clip in passing, but I obviously love Jen. Alex Kansani, I think they were talking, Trisha and her were talking, but she's just very, very, very busy. Did y'all see the theory that JoJo Siwa is the substance version of Ellen? Is crazy. I love that theory. Yeah, let's perpetuate that theory. Drew and Enya equal Quen. I love Drew and Enya. Quen is another one that is just too famous now. I hate to break it to you. Quen is so famous. She's hanging out with Billie Eilish, you guys. So I think another one that is just too famous now. Oh yeah, the vet I still want. The vet I definitely still want. Oh, Taylor, you're the guy that went up to Drew Monson at the train station. Love. Would still love him on. Drew is so iconic. I hope Drew knows how iconic he is. Do you remember Gen X and Super Mac 18 doing the Kiss and Tell Kesha music video? Is crazy. Of course I do. Of course. Oh, Autumn Squarepants. Hello. You're the one that made all the stickers. I have them in my apartment. You made all those cute little stickers for us. Lorraine could be a possibility. Sure. Yeah. Oh, Mia Maples is really cute too. I have the vet's contact information. I like drafted the email, but then forgot to send it. But I should send it. Yes. I think for a live podcast, Manny, I think Trisha's talked about wanting to do a live podcast at some point in the Thousand Oaks Theater or whatever. I don't know how possible that is, but it has been contemplated. What dolls do you have behind you? I'm a huge doll collector. CC, behind me is so out of focus. Right here is someone made someone at the Eras of Trish tour made these cute little custom like baby brats. So I put mine here. In here I collect Monster High. And then here is X-Men. So it's a wide range of stuff. Unpopular opinion, but get Shane on. I feel like it'd be so tea. That is not my journey. But I don't know. It's so weird because people still really don't like. I mean, a lot of people obviously don't like Trisha, but a lot of people really do not like Shane still. Like, and there's even a lot of like our audience doesn't like Shane, but he's so popular. He's more popular. Like, he gets more views than anything we do. Same with like a James Charles. Like I don't know. It's so interesting. RuPaul in the chat. I would love Sofia. Sofia is too queenie, and she moved, right? I think she's in North Carolina, or she's somewhere in the South. I don't think she would ever come on, but love. I would love. The Oscar interview episode, I literally feel like I have nothing left to tell. Like, I have no lore left. I have no tales left. So yeah, the Cat's Eye girls have been hanging out with James Charles. That gives me hope. Then that gives me hope, because I reached out to them, the Cat's Eye girls, and I'm like, I don't know if they would be down, because I know the girls like Trisha, so that made me feel better. But I'm like, they're idols, and K-pop idols are very serious about, like, you know, who they interact with. So I was like, I don't know if they'll come on, but if they're hanging out with James, that makes me feel better. I'm like, damn, maybe we have a shot. Maybe we have a shot. I'm feeling it. Morgan Adams, I love. More Animal Crossing lives. Molly, yes. I almost did Animal Crossing today. I was gonna do... Shoot, sorry. I was gonna build this Lego set and then play Animal Crossing, but the setup that I had was looking crazy to do it. Because I was like, look, this was my extra camera that I set up to do the Legos. So, but it was looking nuts. So maybe when Darian is here, he can help me, because I feel like I need someone else to help set it up. Um, but yeah, my goal is to do Animal Crossing Lego set and then play Animal Crossing. Okay, are you guys, should we get into the reactions, you guys? Oh my god, it's been 35 minutes of just, oh my god. Every time I think I don't have anything to talk about, I feel like I end up oh god, my back, shit, that hurt. Oh yeah, shout out to our Cat's Eye girly Lara. She recently came out as queer. That was on my hot topic. Maybe that'll be my hot topic tomorrow. I love Lara. Thoughts on Mikey Madison on SNL? Mikey is so cute. I love Mikey. Morgan Wallen. We'll get into that tomorrow, I suppose. We'll get into that tea tomorrow, but that was kind of crazy. Poor Mikey. Poor Mikey. But she was great. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get Walt situated. Oh my god, I had the episode like queued up and then I got kind of triggered because I'm so scared of this, you guys. Like I might throw up. I might throw up watching this. Oh my god. I don't remember anything about the first episode, to preface. I don't remember anything about this first episode except the Oppenheimer cosplay that no one knew was Oppenheimer. I don't remember what we talked about. I don't remember how I came across. I literally have no idea. And this was one that I remember, like, I avoided the comment section. I avoided everything because I was so scared. I was shaking in my boots. So I'm very nervous for this. Very, very nervous. But okay, let's get into it. Oh my, oh my. Oh, this is long. I thought it was 45 minutes. Oh my god. That's why I was taking my time. I thought it was 45 minutes. So I was just like, do. Oh my god. We talked for a long time. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, you guys, are you ready? Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's just go. Let's just go. First of all, okay. Before we click play, yeah, someone said the iconic pink dress. This dress really is iconic. I was telling her the other day, like, this glam has withstood the test of time. I love this hair. I love this makeup. The dress is giving. It really is iconic. And when I think Just Trish, I do think of this look. You know, I do think of this look. And also, to preface, I said it earlier, but I edited myself out. I edited myself out a lot of the early episodes. Because when I edit myself, I'm annoyed at myself, so I cut myself down a lot. That's why I like shout out Jimmy. So I don't even know how much I'm in this, to be honest. I guess we'll find out. This feels like so long ago. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, wait, how do I pop it? Am I gonna pop it? I'm so scared of these things. It's stuck. Oh no.
Whoa.
Yay! Welcome to Just Trish.
It already feels so different. It feels so different. You guys, the lighting is crazy. And the color correcting is kind of crazy. Like this camera is so much warmer than the other ones. It also feels so empty because now there's like so much there's all these knickknacks now. Like there's nothing here, like no table here or here. So it feels empty, doesn't it? It's so different. Oh my god. And also no animated intro. No animated intro is taking me out. The vibe is so different.
That was beautiful. All right, here we go. First episode of my not so solo podcast, Just Trish. It's just me. That's it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've tried to have co-hosts. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the drama. I don't know. But it's just Trish. It's just me. Except this time I do have some friends and some help because Lord knows I could not do this setup by myself, nor can I converse with myself. But hey, welcome to the Just Trish podcast.
Oh, crazy
Just
cut.
Trish. Had a couple different names. We had
These cuts are kind of crazy. These cuts are crazy. I also am OCD, so like when I edit by like audio wavelengths. So anytime there is like no wavelengths, anytime there's no wavelengths, I cut it, which also looks kind of crazy in this case.
Just Trish.
Oh my God.
My husband thought Trish has a podcast. Trish has a talk show. I wanted Just Trish. I wanted to be like Wendy, Ellen, like, you know, and I had a manager. I have a manager. I don't know. I have a bunch of managers or whatever. But I had one that was like, no, Trish, like, you're not iconic enough to be Trish. Yeah, I was like, oh, damn, okay. One day we'll manifest that. So I know it's a podcast, so it's Just Trish. But hey, if you want to put me in syndication, Trish would be great. I love Wendy Williams. I wanted to be her.
This look is everything.
When she announced she was retiring, didn't even get offered. So I'm just manifesting it with my big chair designed by my husband, Moses, who is our lighting, sound, sets, props technician over there. He does have a microphone, not a camera, but maybe one day once we get some.
Wait, Moses didn't even have a camera at first is crazy. Oh my God. I didn't even realize Moses didn't have a camera when we started. Whoa. That kind of blew my mind. That really blew my mind.
Production value up. Once we actually make money on a podcast and not lose money. And then we have my
I'm scared.
co-host, Oscar.
Oh my God.
No. This hat is crazy. This hat is crazy. Oh my God. This is nuts. I like these glasses. I mean, I guess mine kind of look the same. These are my old glasses. My little curl. This hat was nuts. I remember looking everywhere trying to find this like Oppenheimer-esque hat. Where did I end up finding it? Because I remember I had the idea too late, like to order from Amazon or something. So I remember I went to Zara, yeah, and luckily this little blazer was on clearance for like $20, so that ended up working out. I had this shirt from like back in the day when I used to dress up more. This hat was a last minute thing. I don't know where I found it, but it doesn't really look like Oppenheimer. Hold on. Did Oppenheimer dress like this? Oppenheimer costume? Oppenheimer did not even dress anything like this, you guys. What the hell? I was nowhere. Okay. Oh, you can't really see. I don't know. Me holding this up is not going to do anything. Oppenheimer didn't really dress like this. This is Oppenheimer from Temu or something. This is Temu Oppenheimer. That is crazy. It looks like your first day on the job is so true. It is so true. This is my first day at the job. Oh my God. Naughty. No, I thought you were just excited for your first day and wanted to look fresh is crazy. Oh my God. Okay. This was also during the freaking strike. This was during the the actor strike and writer strike. And Trisha was afraid to mention like any work like Barbie or Oppenheimer. So we couldn't even acknowledge that we were trying to cosplay Barbenheimer, which makes it even worse. Like I couldn't even give my testimonial to what I was doing. Oh, do I remember how I felt? I really don't remember how I felt at all. I remember going into it, she never said I was like a co-host. Like when we talked about it, I was a producer and was there to, you know, edit and have like topics and stuff for her. Like my goal was to just tell her the topic and then she would just go off. You know what I mean? It was never supposed to be like some back and forth. So I remember finding out I had I do remember. Okay. She did tell me I was going to have a camera, kind of like, you know, when Wendy or like Ellen, when they would cut to like a producer, and originally instead of black, she was going to do cheetah print, like her cheetah print fur, and I remember being like, that's a lot, but at the time being like, love. I'm like, if you like it, I love it, you know. But I am glad it ended up just being black. Again, it looks so empty without like the Just Trish sign and stuff. But yeah, could you imagine if this was cheetah print and I had also like wear prints or something? That, oh my god, I can't. Anyway, a minute 51 in, and I have all that to say. Oh my god.
This has been a long time coming. I am a huge Trish stan for a decade now.
Yeah, we've known each other a long time.
Yeah, so to be able to sit here next to you in that pink chair is truly the honor of my life.
True, so true.
I'm honored. I have loved you for so long. I have wanted to work with you for so many things. Like even when I've had like successful podcasts, I'm like, let's get Oscar in here. I just love you. I just think you're so professional. We met so long ago, but I feel like really iconic. Like we've done interviews and stuff like that, and you always like interview, and you're just
I'm
so
sick.
good. You're just so on it. You produce so
so
much quality
sick.
content for YouTubers and stuff, and I'm like, I want to work with you one day, and here we are.
It's been a dream come true. The first time I met you, I literally remember Joey Graceffa's Christmas party.
Yes.
I think you were post a breakup of some kind, and you were a little sad that year.
Yeah.
And I remember you were sitting alone at the dining room table, like eating, and then I came and I was like, oh my god, it's Trisha.
Story of my life.
And then
I remember this so well, you guys. I remember this so freaking well. The first time I met her officially, Joey Graceffa's Christmas party, it was when Sean had just broken up with her. And God, I have a photo saved because she posted a YouTube video. I think it was called I think it was called I Still Love Him. Hold on, let me see. Yes. Oh my God. I really should pull this up. I'm acting as if I can't just like do it on here. Whatever. It's too much work. Let me do this. It was this. The focus is crazy, but you get the picture. It was this dress, this like Christmas dress, and I remember walking in to Joey's house, and she was sitting at the table. It was a table made out of like crystal or something. It was so crazy and gay, and she was sitting alone and eating like the cookies or something. And she was so happy though. She was so happy when I saw her, and then going back and seeing like on the floor in the dress, like depressed. I was like, damn, that is so real. It's great. I remember her being so happy, and we talked for a long time because we were early. There was not a lot of people there because like Shane wasn't there, Drew wasn't there yet. I think it was just like Justine. So yeah, that was funny.
Every year, 2016, 2017, 2018.
And then I walked over, and you like instantly recognized me from being an intern in Joey's friend's YouTube channel, Strawberry 17.
Okay, I don't know if we're gonna get the shout out because that's where I first saw you, and I lived. She had so many interns. So I was like, wow, bougie.
Yeah,
that was iconic. She had this big house.
It was production over there.
You guys were like constantly working, and I was like, that's amazing. And you always stuck out. You always stuck out to me. I loved all the interns, but I like you stuck out. Like I remembered you.
It meant the world at that Christmas party. That was the gift.
Oh my God.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Felicity, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, Oscar. Couldn't imagine a better co-host for Just Trish. Love you, Mama. Thank you. Love you too. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. This is taking me out. Oh my God. Again, sorry, I'm pausing it so much. I promise we'll watch more, but I have so much like backstory. I remember when I was an intern for Strawberry 17, I remember finding out that Trisha and Shane watched like Megan's, like the videos I was in, Megan. And they were like shady. I think they were like hate watching because I forget where it was. They made a joke or something, maybe in like a YouTube video. And I remember we were all talking about it, like, but we were just mostly gagged that they actually watched. We're like, wow, they know who we are. We didn't even care that they were shady. That's a genuine statement.
That truly was a gift, and ever since then, every time we've interacted, it's been like the highlight. The highlight of my year. So this is truly, I'm so excited for this era.
Well, you're like the brains of, eras.
Yes.
We're in the Taylor Swift episode. You were like, oh, we need to do Taylor Swift. And you're like, we're in Just with the eras. It's what's an era.
Manifestation.
And I was like, oh, eras. That's like a whole thing now.
There you go.
They say that, like, I'm in my skinny era. I'm in my mommy era.
Yeah.
I just learned that from RuPaul's this year.
And what's crazy too is that I feel like our eras usually mirror each other. Like we got into our like serious relationships at the same time.
Yes.
We had like our ups and downs with weight at the same time.
But
Yes.
you, like, no, I've never had a skinny skinny era. You've always you had your skinny era. Your skinny era. No, when?
Yes,
I've just slowly, gradually gained weight every year. I've never had skinny.
No, you had it.
What year?
I will have I'm gonna literally in the edit pull up like the photos.
Oh, me editing.
Maybe like when you came to my tour when they like I think maybe I was like maybe 180, but I definitely wasn't 180, but I definitely
pull up.
Like, okay, me with this custom background. I don't even remember doing that, but that's fierce. That's so fierce.
The photos of the skinny.
Maybe
era.
like when you came to my tour when they like I think maybe I was like maybe 180, but I definitely wasn't skinny.
No, that was pretty skinny, I have to say. Yeah,
well, we thought about
Madison, thank you for the super chat. Are you and Jimmy friends outside of the pod? Illy. Yes, I love Jimmy. I knew Jimmy's boyfriend Dallas, and we were oomfies. First, and then I got in touch with Jimmy via Dallas when I needed an editor for Just Trish. And so now we are friends, but we became friends because of the podcast. Because I only knew Dallas beforehand. Around ironically the same time we were just talking about when I was interning for Strawberry 17 was when I knew Dallas because I wanted to do Pokemon like gaming streams, and Dallas was a Pokemon streamer on YouTube. Anyway, yeah, more lore. There's so much lore today.
What was it gonna be? Skinny Legends Only or something podcast? We thought about that name, which I didn't know if it was controversial. Skinny Legend is like ironic, right? It's not like a real, like you're not skinny.
It's
just
like a state of mind is how I see it. Like, yeah, like my weight fluctuates, but as long as I like have that skinny, I wear a big t-shirt and it's like I'm skinny.
Right, exactly. I'm size. I'm 1X now instead of XL, and I feel so skinny in this dress. I was like, wow, oh my god, so tiny.
Yeah, literally Skinny Legends is a state of mind.
Skinny Legend state of mind. Love
Just Trish is like the perfect podcast name, I think. And I have your slogan for you.
Yes, let's hear it. Okay, this is why you're so smart. Like, you had notes. You had stuff ready to go. Like, there's one thing there's a lot of things people can say about me, but it's like I'm not organized. I'm messy. Like, you know what I mean? I like having structure. I just don't know how to do it. So, yeah, let's hear the slogan.
It's not personal. It's Just Trish.
I love it.
We'll give the hot takes. We'll spill the tea.
We're doing hot takes.
But we don't, it's just Trish.
It's so true. It's so true.
It's Just Trish. I like it because here's the thing. I feel like I'm in a new, like, drama-free era.
Love.
Well, that's why you're here. I feel like you bring a little more sass. You know what I mean? Like, you definitely have, like, I feel like I can, like, look at everything and, like, try and find, like, something positive in it and be like, you know what? I can see this side of it and whatever. Because it's, like, a whole new me. I feel like
my God, you guys, this is so...
I don't know. Because do you consider Wendy Williams drama?
I think she was just Wendy. Like, similar to you, she was giving her... Sometimes her opinions were brutally honest, but it was never, like, malicious for the most part. And she just was trying to, like, entertain people and make people laugh. And
she had no filter.
Yeah.
Which is great. I used to have no filter, too. And it's just, like, nowadays you have to have that filter. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I think it's good to be, like, conscientious of what you're saying and to, think before you speak sometimes. But it's also good. Sometimes people just need to hear the full truth and nothing but the truth. And
so helpful.
Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought. Like, I was prepared to hate everything I said, but everything I've said, I'm like, this makes sense. This makes sense. Like, yeah, well, yes. Well, yes. Yeah, I agree with myself. You can tell I'm nervous, though. You can tell I'm nervous because I'm not, like, as giggly. So you can tell I was really, like, in my head. I definitely see that. The hat is still diabolical to me. I don't know where the hell I got that hat. Thank God it's gone. I would love to recreate this one day, though. Like, I would love to, like, recreate Barbenheimer just, like, for an anniversary episode or something. Because it's kind of funny. Oh my God, CC, you're right. I probably edited anything I don't like out. That is so true. So yeah, I'm only gonna love it, actually. I think I'm honestly just gonna love it. I had my business hat on. Nikuchi, you were so right. Business hat was on tight because that hat looked too small for my big head. But it was on. Business hat was on. Also, I remember when we were texting about the name of the podcast, and it was like Trisha gets a talk show, Just Trish, whatever. And we were like talking about it. I remember I had a dream that night after we were texting. I had a dream of seeing, like, wearing Just Trish merch. Like, I remember just like a shirt or something that said Just Trish on it. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, it has to be Just Trish. That's giving like Madison Beer, that Madison Beer video. Yeah, I was supposed to be in the Ariana music video. It's kind of giving that. But it's true. I did have a dream that we were wearing Just Trish merch. I'm like, it has to be called Just Trish. So true. Yeah, Emily, I think the second anniversary of Just Trish, we need to redo this cosplay because it's kind of giving. I think I could step up this cosplay better now. You know what I mean?
Need that brutal honesty.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think she had a way of doing. I love Wendy. Can we get her on the podcast?
She should be an easy get. Yes.
Really?
Sure. No. I'll try.
I feel like you would have the connection to it. Because didn't she have she was gonna have a podcast?
She had a Spotify deal, but I don't think it ever.
Okay, what is up with Spotify? Okay, fun fact. I had like 2 meetings with Spotify. I was supposed to have a podcast. Oh, this is like tea. We'll start the tea right away. For literally since last September, since literally I gave birth, like me and Dr. Drew have been talking about doing a podcast, and I was like, and I love Dr. Drew so much. I actually met him way before, like,
oh my god,
right at the beginning of quarantine. Like, I think it was like our second date or whatever, our second like day knowing each other. And I knew him on the Adam Carolla show, and we did like this whole like answering relationship thing. So I wanted to like answer mental health questions because I'm mentally ill. He's a professional, and I thought like, oh my god,
I'm mentally ill. He's a
so we had deals with.
Because if this was me now, just hearing I'm mentally ill, he's a professional, that would make me cackle. That would make me cackle.
Spotify, and they were like interested, and then they just like ghosted us out of nowhere. Like it was like a big thing, and I don't even care about getting like $1 million deal. Like I don't care. I'm not Meghan Markle, but I thought like
Meghan Markle,
Spotify, and then they ghosted us, and then they dropped Meghan Markle. They dropped Wendy. Like what's going on? Do you think they have no money? Is that the tea?
I think so. I think that industry is just changing a lot because I know like people that work there, and there was like a lot of layoffs. Like a couple months ago, there was pretty big layoffs.
Really? Their studios were amazing. I went to do the Julia Fox podcast, and I was in downtown LA where they have the studios, and it's like headquarters. It's like a Marvel like university. Like it's so big. Have you been there?
No.
Hey Danielle, welcome in.
It was such a vibe. I was like, okay, I see it there. I saved my little name tag that day. I was just like, this is the vibe. I want to be here. And then they dropped the ball, and I was just like, dang, I was so excited. It still might happen. He has like 10 podcasts, so you know, I don't.
The prophecy. Now Trisha has like 10 podcasts. I guess more lore there too. That more lore there too is I remember they were talking about doing a podcast, Drew and Trisha, and then she's like, oh, you can produce that one if you want to. And I was like, yeah, sure. I was just kind of like saying yes. I was like, well, yes, of course, anything. And then I don't know what happened. I think it just didn't work out because Dr. Drew has a lot of podcasts. But yeah, and then the Not Love line came in with Tana, obviously.
I don't know. What's might happen? I know he's busy, but maybe we'll get him on as a guest because I feel like I have so much to unpack with all the trauma. You know, my year of pregnancy was the best year because I like didn't interact with anybody, and it was so peaceful. I was so happy. Everyone's like, you're glowing. It's great. And the minute I start interacting with people again, it's like literally just, I don't know. I think it's me. I truly think it's me, which is why I need Dr. Drew's professional opinion, but you can give me your non-professional opinion. But like, I want to know what it is about me that I attract this. Like, I really feel like
I'm scared
I've done
for what
my
I
karma,
say.
my bad karma. I've served my bad karma. Like, what is it now that I'm attracting this?
See, I think that you're just so welcoming and open that sometimes it can go either way, right? Like you can attract like the good people and like the stable people, but because you are just like so open arms, like once you start like having conversations with people, you just kind of invite anyone in, and a lot of people in LA are just kind of terrible. So I think that's kind of it. Because even like when I first met you, like I could have been terrible, you know what I mean? But you were so sweet, like right off the bat.
Yeah, you know? That's true. I guess. Yeah, I feel like I'm a good judge, but then shit happens, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Okay.
I just feel like even in my
I can tell I edited myself so much. I don't know if you guys hear the edits, but I hear the edits. Positive positioning, yes. Come on, positive positioning. Yeah. I'm like, okay. God, my business hat was just so on. I was very serious. It's so funny because I'm more like silly now. But yeah, I love that I took the positive route. That's kind of fierce. And yeah. It's just so crazy how much I edited myself out because I hear every little thing.
My hater era.
Oh my god.
I never really I don't know. I just don't understand.
Even in your hater era though, you were always very sweet. I feel like that's what people don't truly get about you is that like behind the scenes, like you are very caring and nurturing and you go like above and beyond for like people that you work with. That is like the true like tea.
That's
like
the tea. I agree with that.
So
me being a Trish warrior. I'm a Trish warrior, you guys. I didn't even realize how much of a Trish warrior I was even back then. But it's true. I genuinely believe that. Because obviously I understand her reputation, understood at the time, but every like personal experience I had was so good. And like from the non obviously like the non-famous people. Like I think the way she treated normal people, like crew members, producers, really anyone, she was always so sweet. So yeah, I still agree with myself to this day. I was not expecting to agree with myself so much.
Even in your hater era, you were like an undercover sweetie.
Yeah.
I feel like the hater era was like, especially like the hater era. It's like me by myself in my like little apartment. Like that's the kitchen floor era, right?
Yeah.
Like where I like literally had nothing going on, like on drugs, like miserable. Like I was like a secret hater, like or online. I just like I wanted to, but I never like I don't know. Like in my, it's hard to say. Like I was a hater, but I wasn't like a mean girl. Do you know what I mean? Like the people who like attack people's like looks or weight or OnlyFans or whatever. Like I just feel like I never was like that. Like I never was like, ew, you have a big nose or you're fat or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't get the mentality. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. But I can't keep friendships. I can't keep a podcast. My longest running podcast
Look at us now.
10 months. It was the Dish with Trish, and I got fired from podcast one. They literally were like, we can't afford to keep you on anymore. And I paid for everything. Like the set was me, the editing was me. I was like, wait, how can you not afford to like put me on? I don't know. It was very weird. And then I was getting not brand deals, but ad read money for a while. And then they just took everything off podcast one. I'm like, dang. So I got fired from that podcast for 10 months. I'm trying to make this last a year.
I believe in us. And you know,
we did it. Oh my God. Okay, work. Ben, did I tie that tie? No, my dad tied that tie, which makes it even crazier.
You know what? You can't keep a good Trish down. You really can't. You do bounce back. And
Yeah.
that's what the iconic thing about you is that you do have like all these eras because like the second
Eras.
one ends, like what's next? Like
I know. I really am what's next, And I thought, I'll just take another year, get pregnant, and just like isolate again. But it's getting hard. It's hard to get pregnant again. So I'm like, let me just do another podcast. We have this really cool studio space, and my husband like designs furniture, sets, and everything like that. Moses over there, he designs
No
everything.
mic,
So
no
it's,
mic,
like,
no
great.
camera.
Dish with Trish was like a painted wall on a couch, and I was literally the one pushing the audio and stuff like that. I was doing it all myself. It was iconic, but it was just like so hard to do. So this is fun. I just can just show up and manifest it. I really would love a TV show. I would love it. I know it's like old school and it doesn't pay a lot and doesn't get as much views, but I like a TV show.
we're manifesting.
We're
gonna get
manifesting.
there. I will say,
Manifesting.
though, entering Trish Studios here today was truly an experience. The portraits of you on the walls, the green room, the lighting, like
Yes, green room.
Yeah,
Get
the
snacks,
snacks,
donuts.
crafty.
Yes,
was,
that's compliments my
Crafty
mom.
was there. I was like, oh my God, do they have like PAs? Like, what is going on? This is full blown like production.
We need interns.
Like,
I've never.
The production, like, I'm glad Lena stopped the donuts because it was rough. Like, how long did the donuts were there? Maybe like the first, once we started having guests, the donuts kind of trickled down a little bit. But yeah, I remember the donuts. There would always be a dozen donuts there in like the glam room, and I think I was too nervous to eat before we filmed. But when I left, oh my God, I forgot. And we were shooting the podcast late because my schedule at work. We shot on Mondays, and I would get off work at like 2, and I would go from work to Trisha's house. Yes, I forgot. It's the old schedule. So yeah, so I would get there at 2, and then we'd film until like 4 or 5, and then I remember I'd eat the donuts on my way home, on my drive home to edit before I edited. That was rough. That was very rough. But the donuts were good as hell. Because there's always at least 2 that were like the vanilla with the rainbow sprinkles, and those are my favorite donuts. Wow. It's really bringing me back. Oh, Pingu's in here. Hey, Pingu, welcome in.
I've never had assistants or interns. I don't know. I kind of like it like that though. I like just kind of having like the people that I know here.
Yeah.
Moses, my mom, and you.
but it's an experience. So don't sell Trish Studios short. Like
Yeah, okay.
Spotify.
I'm hyping
Never
up.
have,
I'm
like,
hyping up.
the
Yes.
pregnancy portraits of Trisha Paytas on the walls. So
I
yeah,
require that too.
this is like how you felt about going to Spotify with Miss Julia Fox. Like that's how I feel.
Okay.
It's like Trish
Yeah.
Studios.
Love it.
Yeah. So don't sell yourself short.
Perfect. Yeah, we produce
Yeah.
this ourselves, everything. I'm sure it looks amazing. I'm sure it looks great. But I'm super excited. I have this microphone because I know Wendy didn't even have a microphone, but I just like love the idea of a microphone. If you were like, I'm kind of old, and I remember when I stayed home from school, they would have like Sally, Jesse, Raphael, Ricky Lake. I loved Ricky Lake. Okay. I would love to be Wendy because she's fabulous, but I think I'm more of a Ricky Lake for sure. I just like loved her. They would have like controversial guests on the show, but I loved when they would hold microphones. Like I just thought that was so cool.
Oh,
Oprah,
I love Trevi.
it. Is Oprah still around?
She's still around, but she's like in her compound.
In her compound era. Is that she just doesn't
Her
leave
compound
or what?
era.
She just minds her business. Yeah, like
Doesn't
she really does.
film.
She'll do like random like one-offs of like a really big, like she did like the Meghan Markle Prince Harry thing. But other than that, like I think she's in like Montecito, and she just kind of like she has like compounds across like the world.
That's
it's
close
pretty
to
wild.
us. Maybe
Yeah.
we can
Maybe
get
we
her.
can get her, yeah.
I would love
Maybe
to
we
have
can get
Oprah. Does she do
Oprah.
interviews?
I don't think she does.
Because I have big chairs. We have another chair like this being made. I have big chairs, and I
Wow.
feel like she would love it and make her look.
Second big chair. That's everything. It's so crazy. This really isn't as bad as I thought. It is crazy how much has changed. But yeah, this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad, you guys. Allie, that is definitely the strategy, to blend in with the wall. That's why I wear black a lot to this day, because I'm just a head. I'm just a floating head. Oh my god, Tony, not Ricky Lake to Hairspray to Nikki Blonsky. Oh my god, please. That is so true, Jenna. I do kind of just pull up in PJs these days. I kind of, especially that it's just like the top. I would literally wear like sweatpants and like something up top. But yeah, this really isn't as bad as I thought. I'm nervous, but I'm not as annoying as I thought I would be. But we're only 12 minutes in, so I guess a lot can change.
Small, you know, because she used to have the skinny cameras. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
She used to have skinny cameras. My mom would tell me this, and I thought, oh my god, I want skinny cameras. This is definitely not a skinny camera. By the way, can I just say that I guess I'm fat. I've gained weight. Like I hate these comments. Like Trisha got so fat, she got so big. Yes, like I'm fat.
Oh,
like,
this is so
don't comment
sad.
that on every single thing. Like I get it. Like it just spams my comments with it. But I have a chair to make me look smaller.
Body is
and so hopefully
tea.
it's doing that effect. How's the angle? My husband was gonna do it over the shoulder angle. He's like, oh, maybe you don't want to have your, which is good. I appreciate the honesty now. Early on in our relationship, I would have said no, which that is one of our hot topics. So basically, every week we're gonna do like little hot takes. I feel like I stayed out of the drama. I don't like to comment on people's lies, but I feel like I can add positive.
This lighting
commentary.
is
Every
crazy.
podcast is like commentary, and they want to see a downfall for everyone. I'm here to like, you know, look at the downfall and see where we can see positive. As someone who's been rock bottom multiple times, I feel like I can like appreciate, see the situation, see where the positive comes, because it's like there's always a way out. Is what I'm like thinking. I feel like there's always a way out of anything. I feel like I should be a publicist at this point, like a PR person. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm not really great at getting myself out of situations, but I can like see where it could like flip. You have to kind of see the whole story. Like, again,
oh my god,
doing bad things and making bad choices doesn't make you a bad person or whatever. But I'm, by the way, not manifesting being canceled. I don't think I'm canceled. I don't think I'm cursed either. Someone told me like, oh my god, the Trisha curse. I went on Meghan Trainor's podcast, and then you know she had like a little cancellation over something she said, and then obviously my last one. So everyone's like, oh, it's the curse of Trisha, whatever she's on, it's awful. And I don't believe I'm cursed. I don't. And I'm manifesting that I'm not cursed. I'm manifesting the comeback. I'm manifesting my Wendy era.
Yes.
Anyways, we're back to what should we call like hot takes? I feel like we should call it hot topics.
I think hot takes is good, because here's the thing. I think you can be definitely positive and, you know, give your Trish take, but I'm here to be like a little bit more realistic. Like I can't really be canceled because I don't do anything. Like I'm just a person who works.
Just wait. They'll be like, don't work with us. You know, I get that. Like the hate I get now is just people DMing everyone I work with. So
I just like mind my own business and just
so true.
I'm just like a regular old gay guy,
right.
So I think that's like
boring gay.
So I think I offer that perspective, and like I'm in the industry, so I kind of like know the behind the scenes of a lot of stuff. So
you're always on the pulse.
Yeah, I'm here to be like a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
It might not be the popular opinion at the time, but I'm usually on the right side of history. Herstory, I will say.
I love it. Wait, what's herstory?
It's like history, but
feminist.
So
Okay.
Yeah,
Barbie, herstory. I love it because I've heard that before and I didn't know what it was. I absolutely love it. I mean, as long as you never like sent my like naked images to make fun of me, I think we're good.
You can count on me to never do that.
You know, sometimes I get blindsided. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know.
I at least have a good moral compass too. I would say.
Yeah.
Just for like the barometer of morality. Like I was always on Team Taylor even when she was getting canceled.
Okay.
And I was on the right side of history.
Taylor got canceled.
Very much. Yeah.
Taylor
Reputation era was like Kanye with Kim Kardashian, like the snake. Oh,
wait, what? Okay,
the Taylor Swift episode is gonna be like.
We should do it sooner.
I am getting a little
award-winning.
cringe.
Like
I'm getting like a pit in my stomach. Oh my god. The second I mentioned Taylor Swift, I'm like, oh, it's getting a little cringy. It's getting a little cringy.
Saying that right now.
Can you get us into the streamies?
I think that's also kind of easy. People
I've
say
never
it's
been
hard,
invited to the
but
streamies.
I've been there a few times. I feel like
I went
it was
once with
pretty
the vlog
easy.
squad, but but I've always just been invited by association. Like I've never been. They have a food category, and I was like, how have I
No,
not?
the Trish Eras tour episode is gonna get us there.
Oh,
Okay.
Eras
I need
Taylor.
to know about this because why would Taylor be canceled for Kanye?
Oh my god, it was a whole. I'm gonna save it for the Taylor episode, but I can't believe you don't know about that.
No,
That
she
was-
seems unproblematic.
That was her street. No, she was canceled like hardcore. Like she
And
had to
you
go into
stayed on it?
hiding.
What?
Yes.
Can we get Taylor Swift on this podcast?
Yeah, maybe.
I have so many questions for her. I have so many questions because I
friend
know nothing
Taylor.
about her at all,
Yeah.
but like everyone's obsessed with her right
I'm gonna
now.
give you like the Swiftie history
I
lesson.
love
for
it.
Oh my
sure.
Yeah, I need to know
God.
all of it. All right, so this is Hot Takes. Do we have a little song like Hot Takes?
I actually do
Hot
love
Takes?
that.
Okay. I got the hot takes. Dee-dee-dee-dee. I got the hot takes.
She should do
We
that
do
song.
need you in the studio to record the hot take.
Yeah.
Song.
Okay.
I can't handle how nervous I was. I'm so serious. I know Cassie was like, I can't believe how serious I look. I literally, I can't handle it. I can't. This really is giving first day on the job. It's giving first day on the job. Oh my God.
Theme song too. I'll do it all.
Do
I
it
didn't know
all
what my
here.
theme song like. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. That's Wendy, but you know.
Well, I think the timing for this podcast is kind of iconic because, I mean, not only is it Barbie,
Yes.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah, Barbenheimer.
week.
Oh, she did let me mention it. She did let me. Oh, Madison, thank you so much. It's not cringy to talk about things you love. That is so true. I honestly needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. Because hearing myself, I'm like, oh my God, here she goes. Oh Lord, I just saw the title, Ariana Grande drama. I'm gonna fast forward through that because I don't stand by those opinions. I don't know. I'm scared.
Which
yes.
is our look. We never even explained our look.
So excited.
Oh, anyway, yes, I was allowed to mention Barbenheimer, which I love. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oscar, I love you, but I finally pinpointed who your laugh reminds me of. It's been in my head since you started showing your true laugh. What is it? Is it Beefy? From Beauty and the Beast, the clarinet. Oh my God, I don't even remember that. I have to go back and watch it. Oh my God. This is taking me out. This is really taking me out. Oh.
Barbenheimer look
Yes,
today.
this is the vibe. Are you always dressed like Oppenheimer?
Certainly not.
I love it.
This
I know
is-
nothing about it, so I'm just like, you look great.
I literally had to look up I'm not an Oppenheimer girly. I'm like, one ticket for Barbie, please. Like
That's right.
all-
You said your
yes.
boyfriend.
But
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna get in the spirit of the Barbenheimer spirit
I love
and
it.
give it a whirl. But on the rag,
I'm
this
glad
is
I
not-
explained
It's
it.
not your thing. You're more of the Barbie.
I'm definitely more Barbie
Yeah,
coded.
I feel like I'm gonna be Barbie every week, so you're welcome to join the Barbie theme, or
I
you
think
can
I
just
will.
come in a different theme for each whatever comes
I
out
mean-
each week. I
That's
don't know,
actually-
like
yeah,
you know what I mean?
suggest
Like
that.
you're
Mhm.
so on it. Me, I'm just like I'm just gonna wear pink all the time.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is all of a sudden at the beginning of the week there was a ton of breakup news that came out of kind
I'm
of
scared.
nowhere.
Are we in a retrograde? I feel like everyone always like we're in Mercury retrograde.
I
Maybe?
honestly don't even think we are, and that's the scary thing.
Oh.
Is that all of a sudden all this happened at the same time, and it's like
Hmm.
what?
I think it's summer, right? Do people break up in the summertime, or they break up?
That's true.
Oh.
Single girls. It's like a
Single
single
girl
hot girl
summer,
summer
yeah.
kind of
Mhm.
thing.
So who
Yeah.
broke up and why?
So the biggest breakup news so far was Ariana Grande.
I can't how serious I'm being. I can't how serious I'm being. Oh my God. I can't with how serious I'm taking it. I'm scared to see what we say about Ariana. Let's see.
and her husband Dalton Gomez. So they were married
What?
for yes.
They were so low key. They were
super
so
low key. Super
Okay. I'm being sorry, I keep pausing. I'm getting the cringe. I'm getting the cringe now because I'm so serious about how I'm bringing this information. And it's giving me entertainment news, like how entertainment news anchors on E! News or something tell the stories. I feel like I'm trying to give that, and it's like, girl, what? You are not that kind of girl, you know? Oh,
super private. He's like a real estate agent, so not even like a guy in the
Oh.
industry. But they were married for 2 years. Like they were like a quarantine couple too. But once things opened up, it turned out that he wasn't like super comfortable with her being a
Oh,
megastar,
tea.
like being Ariana Grande, because he was so
Okay.
used to things being like closed off. But all of a sudden, TMZ reported that he wasn't comfortable with like having security or having everything be a big deal.
Internal
like, when she
sunshine
would go
teas.
out.
Internal
So
sunshine
Oh,
teas.
is that the real reason? Like, who came up with that? Where to come?
that's the reporting.
I feel like TMZ does not have the good reporting, though. We believe them.
I honestly do believe this because this is a
Yeah.
trend right now of
Okay.
like non-famous men
Yeah.
dating these like superstar women, and everything they're closed off at first, but then once they like open up and have a life and like get back to their careers, all of a sudden they're not like super comfortable with like their level of fame.
Yeah.
Because we
The
just saw
camera
this
moved
with
me.
Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn.
Who's Joe Alwyn?
Again, exactly. Who is Joe
Right,
Alwyn?
okay,
Yeah.
so they're just these regular guys.
Yes, these regular.
They're these superstar beauties.
And they're super low key effort. Like quarantine,
Okay, I
you know,
still
everyone
stand
was
by
super
this. I
low-key
still
to
stand by
themselves.
this.
See.
As they like get back to work, Ariana had Wicked. Taylor went on like had a big album.
And don't
and a
they love that?
tour.
Aren't they like, wow, damn, superstar?
They should. But
So
all of a
who's
sudden,
everyone's on their side or not on their side?
so everyone's on Ariana's side and
Yeah.
Taylor's side, obviously, because it's like, why would you get into a relationship with a woman who you know is super famous, and then all of a sudden change your mind, and it's like you don't understand why they're living this lifestyle. You knew what you were getting into when you
Yeah.
went into it. Did you expect them to like give up their careers just to like be your wife?
Maybe they don't realize like how famous they are. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like sometimes you like date someone and you're like, okay, yeah, they're on TV or whatever, but then you like go out and you like don't realize like the pandemonium. You know what I mean? Like Moses and I when we go out, pandemonium. Moses, I think we're in the same category as an Ariana and what was his name?
Dalton.
Dalton. The Dalton. You're the handsome real estate and you're the handsome architect when I met you, and you did build all this. Anyways, what's it like dating a superstar famous person
Well, I
outside?
actually had no idea how famous you are.
Are you
Oh,
being serious?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like when we went out the first time.
I'm dead. He has microphone but no camera is killing me. Microphone but no camera is killing me. I can't believe Moses said they had no face cam. I did not know about this at all.
Because again, we were in the pandemic, just home, just us.
Right.
And suddenly we went out and everyone wants to take a picture and talk to you. And I was just like shocked.
You didn't know. So what did it turn you off? Were you like, oh, I hate this?
To me, I mean, it brought me joy. I saw how happy people were to see you. So I was like, oh, wow, this is nice. Like
For-
you were, because you're always nice to them.
Yeah, I love. Well, for the record, I literally don't think I'm Ariana, but Moses does. He will think that I'm like the most famous person in the world, and he's like
You are.
so serious. You are. He's so serious about it. He'll literally be like during the Brad Pitt era, where I love all this era thing. But when I was like marrying the cardboard cutout Brad Pitt, like I really thought in my heart of hearts, and I mean this with my whole body, that like Brad Pitt would see me and be like, oh, like maybe I should date her. Maybe I should call and ask her out and date her. And I was like so serious about it, and like no one else would be like, okay, you're delusional, whatever. And Moses like, I said I love Brad Pitt. And he's like, I think he would love you too. Like he's so serious. Like he really thinks that like if I was like in the vicinity of Brad Pitt, like he might actually want to like, or Adam Sandler or something. You know what I mean? And it's like he's been so hyped for me. Like he thinks that I'm like this. But I feel with the Ariana and Dalton thing, I think like there is a thing that you may not realize. Right? Like you understand, okay, maybe
I
like
love this is her like problem, like her positivity, full positivity era. Like she would, no matter who, it's like she's finding the bright side, the silver lining, a silver lining diva for sure. What was the terminology? The positive positioning. She is doing the positive positioning. Nicole, that's an amazing idea. Let's get the Brad Pitt cutout on the podcast. That's a good idea. I think you meant the real Brad Pitt, but I think the cutout is more iconic. I can't believe it was so long, you guys. I love that the audience demanded that Moses get it. It makes sense. Like, why wouldn't Moses have a camera? It makes so much sense. I think they had to buy an extra camera though, because it was only a 3-camera setup. For the Colleen pod, what was it called? TMI? No, oversharing. TMI. It was only a 3-camera setup for oversharing, so they had to buy a new camera. For Moses. Kenny for the blog. Dalton is my second cousin. Kenny, don't take anything that I say to heart. I'm sure Dalton is lovely. Entertainment purposes only. There you go. It's all for entertainment purposes only.
okay, they're kind of famous or whatever, but you don't realize the gravity where you need security, where you need that. So I don't know if I would like put the blame on them, or do people put the blame on them?
I think, for one, I would put the blame on him because
Kenny, don't listen. Kenny, don't listen to this.
I mean, I get it because in theory, thinking about something and then actually living it are two very different things. Like maybe you think that you can deal with that kind of level of fame and like dating and being in a relationship with someone that famous. And then when you actually have to live it, you realize like it's too difficult. So I do get that.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's something that you really have to know going into it. Like for someone who's A-list, like top tier, like Taylor, Ariana, like anyone that level, you have to know about it going into it. There's no way to not.
I wonder if they're like insecure too. You know what I mean? Like maybe they say that, but it's also like maybe they're insecure. I feel like you have to be like super secure. Like my Taylor Swift is Britney. Like the way you feel about Taylor is like how I feel about Britney. And I feel like it wasn't until like Sam came along that you're like, you know what? I mean, I know he's like an actor model on his own thing, but I feel like he's like secure and confident. You know what I mean?
That didn't
like,
age
deal
well.
with it. And I feel like I don't know who those people are or anything like that, but I feel like maybe they're just like insecure about it because like dating Ariana Grande, dating Taylor Swift would be like so insane. And I know just like on a very small scale, but I know that this happens with Rihanna. I know she has like a celebrity husband. What's celebrity?
ASAP.
ASAP, right? Yeah. So he's like super famous on his own. Honestly, I don't know anyone, so like it's not even my thing. It's just but he did that cover with her last year where she's like leading him and he's holding the baby and everyone came for him and was like, oh my gosh, like what not a man, like he's being led by his girlfriend, like he's taking the backseat. What happened to masculinity and all stuff like that? Like people really come for men when they're with someone that's like a woman that like makes money too or has like power, has fame, all this stuff like that. And it's such an interesting like double standard because if it's like a woman with a guy, it's like you're praised for it and they're like, oh my gosh, like but when it's a guy with a girl, it's like it's really interesting how they maybe just are insecure, like they don't feel worthy enough of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And especially from like the outside perspective, like think of any interview they ever do, like they're gonna be asked about like Ariana or Joe's gonna be asked about Taylor. Like that is kind of like the defining thing, like you are Ariana Grande's husband. So I do get that element as well. But again, it's like it takes a certain kind of man, I think, to like be secure with himself and like be able to handle that.
Yeah, knowing that you're not just that, and if someone calls you that, it's like not a big deal. Like if you're at like hotels or something and they say,
yeah, you know what? I agree. I agree with a lot of stuff. I do still agree with a lot of my stuff. Yeah. That is so funny. Oh my God, Maddie, you're in Connecticut waiting for her to come on stage. Airplay this YouTube video to the screen so everyone can watch as they wait for Trisha. I hope you have so much fun at the Eras of Trish tour. I love that we're talking about Trisha's discovering eras in this episode as she's on the tour. I'm actually shocked. I was expecting to disagree with myself, but I still agree with myself. And I feel like I am describing Travis Kelce here before Travis and Taylor were a thing. So I think I was really right on the money. Yes, I'll turn the video volume up for sure. Let me do that. 1 second. Let me know if it's too loud.
say Mr. Paytas or something like, you know, you have to be like secure. You're like, I think that's like ultimate security, right? Because only an insecure guy would be like, oh my God, how dare you call me that? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's such a weird, toxic thing. Like, our daughter's name is hyphenated, even though we're married. We have like Paytas Hackman. We talked about changing our names to that because I just think it's like such an old school way of thinking, of being like, oh, like, you know, I don't know. But I think ultimately it does come from that. I'm sure, I don't know. I never hear anything about them, so I don't know if anyone like came for him or anything.
Yeah.
To me, I would think they want that. They want that security. For me, I always wanted to date famous guys. I was like, I only want to date famous guys and people with followers. But it wasn't until I met Moses that I was like, this is like such a better lifestyle because you just feel supported. You feel like, I don't know. Sometimes also too when there's two, you know, my personality is a lot. It's like come down a lot. But when you have
Sorry, I had to pause because I just read the most diabolical chat message from one BMW PNW. I'm using your government name right now, BMW PNW. Wait, Oscar, I just realized your outfit reminds me of young Baron Trump. Is a diabolical thing to say. And then right under that, Happy Giant, was he intentionally going for a Panic at the Disco aesthetic with the outfit? Is killing me. Is absolutely killing me. Oh my God, that is so funny. Oh my God.
two people that are just like a lot together, it's gonna be like too toxic or whatever. So I feel like having a regular guy, it's not a bad thing, but like someone that's not a celebrity, it just feels like more secure. You feel like more humbled.
Yeah,
you know?
Especially for Ariana, who has like a really, and I guess Taylor too, like their past relationships were like with other like actors or artists or whatever. Like Ariana had Pete Davidson, like, and she dated like rappers and stuff beforehand, so everything was so like public.
Yeah.
And then she's like such a hopeless romantic too. Like
Yeah.
she is always like in a relationship.
Yeah.
She's that kind of girl. And I think she probably like really got so comfortable with having, you know, someone who's more private, low key.
I had Alexa Stewart. It's giving Oscar 2 is killing. I'd rather I would gladly take Susie 2's drag daughter. I would gladly take Susie. Baron Trump I won't take. But Susie 2 I definitely will take. I definitely will take a Susie 2 reference for sure. Oh my god. And I honestly am again very I had the foresight because I feel like I'm describing Eternal Sunshine as I'm talking about Ariana and Dalton. I feel like I'm describing the Eternal Sunshine era from Ariana. So I'm describing Taylor and Travis pre Taylor and Travis, and I'm describing Eternal Sunshine pre Eternal Sunshine. So I'm good. I'm good.
They barely had any photos together. Like she would Instagram him
Yeah.
sometimes, you know?
She kept it private.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe doing the Wicked movie, because she's over in England, was he with her? Do you know?
So
I'm sorry again, pausing every 2 seconds, but Jimmy, your look at this episode kills me. It's giving brony a little. It's also diabolical. It is also diabolical. Jimmy, please.
that was kind of like the
Brony?
breaking point is what is being reported. Like when she moved to London to
Oh
shoot
my
Wicked, it was
God.
like he couldn't handle it anymore. So it turns out they actually were separated since January, and like I guess they were surprised it took so long for people to find out
What?
that they.
Why is that
yeah.
surprising?
She was because I guess her stands are like so like on it, like they have
Oh,
like,
right. They see
yeah,
everything.
so they know like they can usually tell and stuff. But
Yeah.
how people found out is she went to Wimbledon and she didn't have her ring on, and then that's when people started.
Oh.
screaming.
Maybe she just got fat fingers, because when mine got fat, I just didn't wear mine. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, you don't have it." I was like, "No, my feet, they don't literally fit
There
my
it is.
fingers." Maybe she gained
Little
some weight.
giggle.
Well, then she confirmed it. They confirmed everything.
Oh.
The next day. Yeah. But
Okay,
it's funny.
So I do, yeah, I blame him. I blame
Yeah.
Dalton, because honestly, if it was the Wicked thing that sent him off, I mean, like, I'm
Well-
not blaming him. I don't know him. Again, this is just like my opinion, but I feel like, yeah, if he
So scared to make people mad. It's like
did the Wicked thing, this is a huge movie. Everyone's like obsessed with it, like getting all the clips from it
and
and
it's
stuff
been
like
her
that.
dream. Like it's been Ariana's
Yeah.
dream. Like she's such a Wicked stan.
Yeah, I don't follow Ariana like that, but I do know that because I saw her on like Zach Sang show and stuff like that, and she would talk about like I would do anything, I'd pay to be on it, and like so maybe it's just insecure, like she's like I don't know.
the hat is giving you run to subreddit is a crazy thing to say. A crazy thing to say. Oh my god.
The funniest part about the whole thing though is she
This
would,
little hat. This little hat. It was fighting for its life to fit on my head. I do remember it being very tight. I do remember it struggling to fit on my head.
went to Wimbledon with her Wicked co-star, like Jonathan Bailey.
I'm so
and
serious.
People thought that she was dating Jonathan Bailey, who is gay. The guy from
Oh, is he
Bridgerton.
out?
Yes, he's out. But I do think Ariana loves the LGBT, so I'm not like shocked to see her wanting to hang out with like a gay guy because
Oh,
she knows
right.
she like
No, that is okay. So you're not okay. I was just thinking like, oh, could they be dating?
No, I'm pretty like I think she just loves gay guys. I really do think
God,
so.
Same. I wish the whole world was just gay men. It would be so fun. It would just be so amazing. Even the ones, I mean, I've had my
Oh
own
my
drama
God.
with gay men in my life and stuff like that. There's like friends and stuff like that. But
Oh
they're
my
just like, at the end of the
God.
day, they're just so fun. And they just get it. They get everything. They get the man side, they get the girl side. Like, they get everything. I feel like with like straight men, they don't really get the girl side. I feel like straight women, they're, I mean, just had gay men are just the perfect specimen.
For the
I
most
love
part,
it.
yeah.
I never met a gay I didn't like.
That's tea, okay.
Yeah, I never have. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Even the ones I'm like, cringe, ick, whatever, I still love.
Yeah.
Can't say that about a lot.
Me just saying yeah to everything. I feel like I probably still do that now though. It's like yeah. This is crazy. I am dead at how nervous I
Straight
am.
men, but
That's true. That's true. Well,
Yeah.
another
Oh.
high-profile couple also broke up. Literally the same day announced their divorce.
Why announce it on the same day?
Yeah. it
Why
was a
not
big-
wait?
I know. I guess they're like, okay, we
Or
might
just
as well have.
piggyback.
Yes, that's a good time.
Yeah.
Sofia Vergara and Joe
Yes, I
Manganiello
heard about this.
also got divorced after 7 years.
I forgot
That's a
about
long
that.
That's a
time.
long time.
What's their cause?
So this is also just like reporting, but
TMZ again?
This is
TMZ, can I tell you? They texted us like when it was reported that I gave birth to the Queen of England. They were like texting and calling Moses like all morning. I'm like, how did they even get his number? They're like,
That's
we're with
crazy.
TMZ. We need to know if Trisha went into labor. I was like, how do they get our
TMZ
number?
always finds a way, honey. They are on it. They
Have you
don't
worked for
sleep.
them?
No, but I know I've like know people
TMZ.
who did, and like they just had to like always be on. Like it never stopped.
They staged a lot of their paparazzi shoots because I did get one stage one time like, you want to meet us here and talk about this? It's like an interview, but they tell you to meet them on the corner of like Santa Monica and Fairfax. Yeah, I know they do it a lot, and I was like, oh my god, I did it one time and it felt so weird, and I was like, okay, I don't know. I mean, I'll do it again.
Yeah,
but...
why not?
Okay, so what was the TMZ reveal? Is it TMZ or no?
It wasn't TMZ. It was another like similar like one of those like websites. I thought it was kind of funny because they said Joe is a big kid and he loves playing Dungeons and Dragons and he loves wrestling and video games and superhero movies.
Me.
And that like lifestyle was just too different from Sophia.
That's not real. That is
No, I
not
kinda love
real.
it.
Okay, TMZ.
No, yes, yeah, I love it.
I'm like, that is so funny to me. That like Dungeons and Dragons. is
No,
what
after 7 years, she's like, I mean, no, because I was gonna say, okay, quarantine maybe, but like, no, they've known each other 7 years. No, I don't think so. How old are they? Are they in their 50s?
I think so. They're definitely older. She has like a 30-year-old son, and she's been married before.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, 7 years, like that kind of scares me though. That it's like,
Terrifying.
yeah.
Well, I would say like 30 years, or like 20 years they're together, and it's like
The camera.
and it's like always when they're older, like in their 50s or 60s, and I'm like, who are you starting over with?
I know.
Do you know
That's
what I
a scary-
mean?
yeah.
It's so scary because like we met each other a little older. He was like 42, I was like 32 when we met, and it's like, okay, this makes sense. We would be together forever. But then like, what if and like, our kids are grown up and he's like 68 and I'm 50? It's like, where are we gonna find people? Like, why are we gonna leave each other? Not to say you can't find people at that age, but when you're together for so long, like
It's
we've been
scary to
together
think
3
about.
years, and I'm like, that's so long. We're gonna be together
Wow.
forever. Like,
yeah. In like hindsight, there's all these things that came out. Like for her birthday, he posted like a random throwback photo and just said happy birthday. Like it wasn't like a
oh my god, people look way too into it though. Like literally, man.
Honestly, this is kind of aged well. There's nothing that I'm like high key disgusted by. I feel like everything it's aged pretty well for being 3 years old at this point, or 2 years old, right? Need Trish to do Deal or No Deal Island is crazy. I don't know. Try explaining that show. Try explaining that show to Trish and Jimmy and see what she says. Because I don't know how you would.
And a few words over there. He would just say the same thing. Like, what doesn't even post sometimes for me. You know what I mean? I don't think that like is a measurement. You know what I mean? But also they're older. Like Ariana's so young, so like that makes sense. Like young marriages, like whatever. They're older. Like
that's true.
I get it. They're hot. They're hot people. They can find someone. But it's like at that age, for me, even now, I'm like, well, I could die any day. So it's like, I don't want to die alone either. You know what I mean? So like we break up, I'm going to just be single for a year and then I die and then I'm dead alone.
And it's like, how do you date? I mean, for them, they probably have a million options, but I'm just like thinking for me, like 7 years at that age, I'm like, oh my God, what would I do?
Yeah, my options were done like when I met Moses, you know what I mean? I mean, granted, I found the best one ever. When I say that, I feel like people are like, oh my God. No, but like I literally, when I think about all the people I dated, I'm like, I never dated anyone that like liked me. There's no one out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you find someone you actually connect with and want to spend 7 years with, you might as well just stick it out for life. You know what I mean?
So
Just
it's
stick it to the
interesting
end.
to think like why, like what made them actually do the divorce.
I
I
agreed.
think like maybe they just find someone else. Like especially in Hollywood, I think it's so easy to fall in love. Back to Ariana. Is she dating? Not dating. She was with the guy that plays Fierro. Is he Jonathan Bailey? You said?
Yeah.
He plays Fierro.
Yeah.
Do you know anything?
God, I can't believe this is an era before Trisha was obsessed with Jonathan Bailey is crazy. I can't. The fact that there was a time she didn't know he existed is insane to think about. Because I feel like she thinks about him so much now, but just 2 years ago, had no idea who he was. So much can change.
You think about Wicked?
No.
You're not a
I'm
musicals
not a Broadway
person.
girl. No. You're not a Taylor girly. I'm not a musicals person.
Oh my God, how?
We have to do like reverse episodes.
Oh
We're
my
like,
God,
yeah.
for sure. I have a Wicked costume. My last podcast, we were supposed to be Glinda and Elphaba, so if you want to throw on the Glinda one, I have an extra small.
Yeah.
You've never seen Wicked?
No.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I've seen it like 30 times. I love it.
See, yeah, we have to do a whole like I teach you about Taylor. You teach me about
I would have loved to have been that. I mean, the last person that I hated on was probably Melissa McCarthy as playing Ursula in Little Mermaid. Just again, jealousy. I just wanted to play her so bad, and I've never had any acting.
I'm dead. You can hear me try to stifle my laughter. You can hear me try to stifle my laughter. It's so funny. I just heard me go like a little snicker. And it's funny too, because when Darian was there last week, during the Nikki Blonsky stuff, I looked back and he was like trying to keep his laughter in so hard that he was like crying and his eyes were all red. And I'm like, and I told him like, you should have just laughed. But then here I am stifling my laughter. Is anyone in their Dylan O'Brien era during me? Yes, I love Dylan O'Brien. Never got out of it. I know, Mandy. I'm so serious. I'm really giving entertainment reporter. Like, I'm here for the job. You know, this is hard news. Oh my God, this is taking me out.
Or TV or singing
Oh
lessons
my
or anything like
God.
that, but I thought I should play her. And so when I
You had
saw
acting, I'm gonna put the clip of you in the music video that
what
the
music
Sad
video?
Boy music video when you were in the trenches.
Oh yeah, why
That
is
was
that
a
what?
performance.
That's everywhere. Why?
I
Why?
see it literally because everyone always feels like they're in the trenches and like going through
Oh.
it. Yeah.
I show the B-roll for like not even a full second. I feel like I show the B-roll for like half a second. All that work with the transition and like little background for half a second is crazy.
Okay, love
It's,
that.
yeah.
I've always seen that.
Sorry, Joey at the Minecraft movie premiere. I called it. I knew they were gonna have Minecrafters there. Oh, and someone said talk about Sydney and Glenn. Yes, of course. That was my favorite story of the weekend for sure.
I'm like, what is this? It's so funny. And it was literally from my TikTok. That music video costing $200,000, but man, was it iconic. I was like,
it lives on.
It was a great one. I wasted like $10 million on music videos. Gosh, but I don't regret any of it. Like, I mean, I could have like thousands of houses, but like, I loved it. I love making those music videos. That's why we're doing this. Hopefully we get some ad reads. I can make some more music videos.
And then
Oh my God. Someone, BK, I loved Teen Wolf. I was a hardcore Teen Wolf stan. Jimmy, you adding transitions in the B-roll is wild with the turnaround time. Tell me about it. I don't know who I was thinking. I remember I would edit again, no one cares, but I would edit the video first, put little markers of where to go back and add B-roll, and then go back and add it afterwards. It was a nightmare. I don't know how you do it. It is crazy. A time pre-Jimmy, the vibe is so different. A vibe is so different. Oh, and yes, Low Ritual, I am still Team Free Kelly. I just forgot to mention it last week. But I am still Free Kelly. And taking us back to the 1920s is a great... Was Oppenheimer from the 1920s? I guess so. Yeah, I am kind of giving 1920 vibes then. That is so funny.
this one is actually kind of tea. BB Rexa, who I feel like has been going through so much.
Tea?
Tea.
Wait, what? Tea? Oh my God.
That should be a tagline too. What's another tagline?
That's the tea.
That's the tea.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about my first name.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're better. It's not personal. It's
My
just
little
trash.
cackle.
So BB Rexa and her boyfriend of 3 years seemingly broke up because she shared a screenshot of their text message conversation where he wrote to her about her weight, about how she gained 35 pounds and how her face changed. And BB kind of implied that that's kind of the reason why they're breaking up.
They broke up, and then she released the text, or she released the text while they were still together.
I think they probably broke up. That was probably like the last straw for her, I think. I think she was like so upset over that text message that she broke up with him and then posted it like no context.
Do you have
just
the
a screenshot.
conversation how it went?
So she only posted his, like it was a long message from him.
Right
and-
away, I'm like, why don't you post the whole thing? You know, when
Yeah.
people put out like, what they
Yeah.
said. Only because I've done this too, like the Nikocado thing. You know what I mean? I put out what I've said, you know, and then but anyways, continue because
He said,
We love
hey,
her.
I never said you weren't beautiful and I never said I didn't love you, but I always said I would be honest with you and your face was changing, so I told you it was. That was the conversation we were having and you asked. You gained 35 pounds.
Like so
Obviously
many-
you gain weight and your face changes. Should I just pretend it didn't happen and that it's okay? But here's the thing
Hard.
that makes it a little bit
My
more
hair's looking
controversial.
crazy
He said,
now.
I gained 3 pounds and you called me chubs and fat. Doesn't mean you don't love me. So it's like at first you're like very much like, oh my God, like yes, like a guy can't want to say something about your weight.
period.
Period.
Bottom line,
Yeah.
that's it. He loses.
But then seeing that she also makes fun of him if he gains weight makes it a little complicated.
I think we live in a world that's just like double standards no matter what. There'll always be double standards. And I think one of the ones is like there are certain things men can't say to women that women shouldn't say to men but can get away with it. You know what I mean? I think like bottom line, men should like never ever like call a woman fat. But like I don't think, and I'm so sensitive to weight that I don't think you should ever call someone fat either.
Yeah.
But I think it's like it is so different. I think it's so different. Right? Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's a guy.
Yeah. I feel like I probably still do this now too, but I'm just like, yeah, to everything. Okay, devil's advocate is so funny. Oh my God. Valkyrie's at the Minecraft premiere too? Is the Minecraft premiere in LA? Oh my God. Is it in LA? I guess it must be, right? Oh my God, Jimmy, you missed it, but Moses has maybe said two things. Moses has a microphone but no camera for the first like 10 episodes or something. I didn't even remember this. I only noticed now, and then people were reminding me in chat that like the chat had a demand that Moses have a camera, which is so funny. Oh, the premiere is in London. So wow, they flew out all these people to London. It's kind of tea.
I saying it, it's like, okay, she called you fat and chubs, and again.
Sorry, I paused it again, but Ariana says you were giving spill sash in this, which is so true. I am giving spill sash. Like, I'm trying to get professional instead of just having a good time.
Context,
Oh
all of
God.
that like that, but it's just different.
Especially if I mean, I don't know what the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend looks like, but especially if he's like a ripped kind of like guy already, and like if he's talking about getting 3 pounds, which like I get it because like my weight fluctuates a lot, and like if my boyfriend was talking about getting 3 pounds and he still like looks like skinny and like built, you know, it's like it's not the same. Like it doesn't.
Would you
work the
tell
same.
him
if he gained weight?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. But he talks about when he gains weight a lot of the times too, but he has that body type where he always looks hot. Like he doesn't like I have to work out every single day just to look like the way I look, which is so tragic.
Yeah.
And he doesn't he like barely works out and has like abs and like muscles. And it's like one of those. He can eat anything.
I feel like it is one of those things because if he's like, you always told me to be honest with you, because like seriously, I do tell Moses, like if he tells me not to, like if he can't tell me to suck in my thing, and sometimes he's like, I don't even notice it, but like even the arm thing, he knows I'm really self-conscious about my arm. Like if you don't tell me, then I'm like damn, like you know what I mean? But we had to get to a really comfortable place to be that way. But I feel like also some people aren't as like sensitive. Some people don't care to be like, oh, you've gained a few pounds. And
I would kill
funny.
myself.
Or my biggest pet peeve is when people comment on people's like eating or what they eat. Like if I have a snack before dinner, it's like, oh, we're about to eat dinner or something like that. You know, like that, like the whole cuties thing during Love is Blind, where he's like, oh, you're gonna have 2 cuties, like whatever. The whole thing happened, and people were on like his side and her side because it's like depends on sensitivity. Like me, I'm so sensitive. Like oh my God, like you say anything about my weight or anything, like I'm so sensitive, I'll like cry. But if they said you told me to be honest and be comfortable.
Yeah.
First of all, I mean, I'm definitely on her side, and I'll always take this side when it comes to like women and weight.
Devil's
and like,
advocate is
you're an
killing
asshole.
me.
But if like I don't know, the way he worded it was like, you just told me to be honest with you, maybe because we had this situation too at the very beginning. Like he was very blunt, and not necessarily about weight at all, but like he was very blunt, and I was like, you just like can't say that stuff, you know. But he looks at it as like, I'm just being honest, or I'm being whatever, right? And was that right? I don't want to like speak.
Oh, here we go,
like,
Moses.
When we had those conversations early on, and I was like, wow, you're so like blunt.
Yeah, it's sensitivity. Like
No
I'm
camera.
Israeli and we speak a certain way.
Right.
Like in Israel, somebody would come to me and be like, "Hey, you gain a few pounds," with a smile.
They do.
Oh.
He gets told all the
Oh
time.
yeah, in Israel, like everyone will comment
Friends.
about your weight all the time, everywhere.
Where
No
they
matter
like, yeah, like touch his belly and stuff like that. I was just
would
like,
die.
yeah,
I would
to me, I'm
die.
like, what? Like,
no.
but do you don't take offense to it? You're just like, whatever.
I don't take offense to anything because that's what I'm used to.
Right. That's just
Right?
how you
So-
are.
So yes, it's about sensitivities. You just have to.
I'm
understand.
dead. The no Moses camera is taking me out. The no Moses cam is taking me out. Him having this whole monologue with no camera. But I still agree with myself here too. And I was watching an Alfarad stream the other day or yesterday, and he was eating mac and cheese, and then someone in his chat was like, they were sort of critiquing him eating mac and cheese. And I was like, I would kill myself if I was him. Like, if I'm eating, don't sit there and tell me that it's bad for me. I probably know that mac and cheese is not the best for me, but I really wanted mac and cheese that day, you know?
And other people's sensitivities.
Like, yeah, I feel like weight. I complain about it all the time. I complain about being fat. I want to lose weight. I want to go on a diet. I want to this. And it's like, if I don't follow through with it, like he'll never say anything. Like if I'm like, I've said before, I'm going on keto. I'll be on keto, and I'm like, I want some mac and cheese or something like that. Like he just knows not to say that. But
Mac and
I don't know.
cheese.
You know, different relationships for sure. That's bad. Is that a reason you break up with someone? I don't know. Like
Especially for BB, like she's posted TikToks before, because when you search BB Rexa, like the first thing that came up was BB Rexa weight, and she like posted a TikTok about how like that was so triggering for her.
Oh, it is.
And she's talked about like the people commenting on her weight before, like on Twitter and TikTok. So
does she have any like EDs or anything like that?
I don't know. I think that it's just kind of like just something that she's sensitive about, and like I
Yeah.
get it too, because it's like that's why I've always related to you, because like you can like you can like treat yourself and eat whatever, but at the same time like we have times where we were like eating healthy and working out, and it was still like so hard to lose weight.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this. I literally had to buy one size up this week. Shoes too. Like I don't fit into any of my shoes. I fit into none of my dresses, like nothing. And it's so awful because I have been working so hard to like lose weight and I haven't lost a pound. There'll be days where I like fast, I eat chicken, I eat salad, and I won't lose a pound. And it's so frustrating. And I'm just like at this point where I'm like, do I just give up? I'm not going to, but it's just like at this point, I'm just like, ugh, it's so hard. And I don't know what to do. And everyone's on the Ozempic now. And then I'm like, should I just take Ozempic? Like, you know, I don't know. It's so frustrating. So I get it. And I'll always side with people who are sensitive about the weight, and especially significant others talking about someone's weight. I think it's like awful. Even like people, like if they joke or whatever, like, oh, you gained some weight, gained some pounds. I think it's just like the rudest thing to say to anyone.
Yeah. So
yeah, I still agree with everything I'm saying. I'm actually so surprised. I wish BB Rexa ended up coming on the podcast. I feel like we got to follow up with that or something, because I feel like they would have a good conversation. They would definitely have a good conversation. And yes, Jenna, I do have my meds locked up actually, or locked in, excuse me. Adderall is kicking right now. Adderall's kicking. Everything else is kicking. Could probably use a gabapentin, but you know, what can you do? What can you do?
I'm definitely agree. Like, I'm definitely team BB. She hasn't said anything about it. Like, she literally posted the screenshot, deleted it, and that was like the last that she talked about it. I think she probably was just like so upset. I get it. Like, we've both been there when we were both so triggered that we like do some things and then kind of think about it, be like, oh, should I?
No, I mean, I posted every conversation with everybody. I'm not like judging her for that. I'm just surprised because I don't know like a lot about her, but like she's pretty famous. And I always think when like A-list people do it, you're always a little shocked. You're always like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I don't know much about her either. But from what like I've seen on like Twitter and TikTok and stuff, she's very like personal and like she doesn't have a lot of like barriers between her and like her fans and stuff.
I like that though.
Yeah, I like that too.
Like
I
Brittany.
like that she's just like
put it all out
honest.
there.
Yeah.
I think that's like the real side. I think that's why, again, I love Brittany, because I think she just shows like all of it and the realness and can be messy and whatever. It's just everyone's like
especially
that.
now when like everyone is so closed off. It's like refreshing to see someone like BB like just be like, this is what's going on. Like F everything, F this man.
Yeah, when you're so overwhelmed by it, you know, maybe other stuff happened. You know, I'm just gonna release this. I mean, like I get that for sure.
Maybe we can get BB on the podcast.
Yeah, let's do it. I love the one thing I remember about BB. Like I don't know her songs. I just remember this photo of her in the splits, and she has like a thong, and she's like in the splits on the bathroom floor. And I just thought it was like the hottest photo ever. It was like so hot. I was like, oh my god, who is this person? I would love to have her on too.
I think she's like,
we need to get guests on. My dream guest is Donny Osmond or Naveen Andrews. Do you know who that is?
No. Oh, lost.
Naveen Andrews.
Oscar, he's my favorite, but now it's the strike, so we can't have any actors on promoting anything. But I love him. He was on Lost. Anyways, that's very niche.
Oh yeah.
Do you know Donny Osmond?
I do know Donny.
Have you interviewed him?
No.
Love him. I'm watching Claim to Fame right now. Do you watch it?
No. What is that?
It's what? How do you not know Claim to Fame? Kevin.
This is so funny. Once again, the manifestation is really fierce. It's really fierce. Oh, at the time, Jenna, that's so funny. I definitely was locked in on Adderall at the time for sure. Yep. This was usually the shortages happen around, my theory is around back to school time is when the shortage, but summer's usually pretty good for Adderall.
And Jonas and Frankie Jonas host it.
Yes.
It's like the ones where they have
with
like famous relatives. Yeah.
Yes,
oh, it's so good. I'm so sad. That's our favorite show.
Yeah.
Who said
there
Amish?
was a lot of breakups, but there was a reunion that also recently happened.
Is this like a Real Housewives thing? 'Cause I don't watch it.
It's not. It's a Kardashian.
Oh, okay. I am a Kardashian girly.
Me too.
Okay,
we
love
love
that.
Calabasas.
Yes.
So Kylie Jenner and Jordan Woods reunited.
Okay.
I was really good at the transitions.
And this is like for the first time since all the drama happened when Jordan hooked up with Tristan Thompson.
Which is crazy.
The Adderall was kicking
So,
her
okay,
ass.
I never followed the Kardashians back then. Like, I only started following them when they came in their Hulu era. I love it. I think they're so bougie. I never watched Keeping Up, so I didn't know about all this. I didn't know anything like that. But Jordan was kissed by Tristan at a party.
Yeah, so
and
Kylie,
that's it.
So Kylie and Jordan were like best friends for forever since they were kids.
Right.
And Jordan like even lived with Kylie and would like help babysit like Stormy and stuff. Like they were
I'm so serious.
okay.
Like super close.
Right.
So yeah, Tristan was at a party and Jordan was there and he like kissed her and that was like all that happened.
I saw the Red Table talk on this, which I love. So what's the tea with this?
So
like
basically
Kylie...
after like the whole thing came out, like Khloe, Kim, like the whole Kardashian crew, besides Kylie, was like bullying Jordan super hard, like basically just canceling her.
Okay, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, and it was on social media, but it was also in the show. Khloe, even after Red Table, Khloe tweeted and added Jordan saying that she was lying, like she was not hearing Jordan out at all. Kim was posting like Instagram stories taunting her, like
What
singing
was
a
it? I
song.
didn't know this.
She was like lip syncing to a song about like a girl a girl being like the other woman, basically. I forget which song it was, but it was like they were going in hard on Jordan.
I hate that.
And she was like literally like canceled, basically.
Jordan was?
Yeah, like it was. I mean, that's why she had to go on Red Table because the internet was so like against her because of what Tristan did, and he had already cheated on Chloe before. So I always felt bad for Jordan.
Did the Jordan thing happen after she gave birth?
Yes, it was like after she gave birth.
So she was cheated on when she was 9 months pregnant.
It was like.
So he had already cheated on her publicly.
Yeah, he was already cheating. And Jordan was so young, like to be, I think she was like
not her
teenager.
fault.
Yeah. But I remember in the show, like they showed Kylie like crying and like begging her sisters to stop bullying her because Kylie obviously was so close to her and she had to like kick her out of the house.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I am so shook because I am Kardashians obsessed with this.
Yeah, I stand by this too. I was always Team Jordan. I was always Team Jordan, and I still am. Yup. I still am Team Jordan. Who said the penguin? Kurt Hummel. I could definitely see Kurt Hummel. I'm not gonna lie. Yacht Captain. I can kind of see that too. Penguin is sinister. 1800 sleep paralysis demon. Oh my god. Kurt Hummel, I do kind of see Kurt Hummel. I hate to say it. Actually, I'd love to say it. I love Kurt Hummel.
This is like the
Me
biggest
too.
ick.
I love Kim, but
Wait, how do you get over that though? Like that's so awful.
yeah, I can't imagine.
Because you're also in this position of power when someone has so much more followers than you, and no matter what the truth is, you'll just be bullied for the rest of your life for that. The people will always hate you, and it's not even her fault. Like it's not even her fault. Even if that happened, right? Even if they had full on sex and they had an affair and he had a baby with her, which he like later did with someone else, like you can't blame her. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hi,
Even though I
Casey.
guess
Hi,
you're
Samantha.
friends, okay, so you kind of know whatever, but really should also be blaming Tristan and also like bullying.
Okay, Slenderman, Luna, not too much. Not giving Benadryl hat. Stop it.
Someone over that because now she has so much grace for Tristan on the show. She's like, you know what? I forgive because it's like, okay, where was that grace for your friend?
Yeah.
Like your actual family friend.
Yeah.
Like that. Ew. Okay, that's like the biggest dick. Oh my god, I'm so sad because I love that. I can't watch them anymore. I don't think I can watch them anymore. How do you get over that? How did you get over watching them again?
See, that's the thing. I think I was so pro Kardashian that at first I was like, how could Jordan do that? Like I was one of those people. But then it took like a while to think like, especially when Tristan kept cheating. Tristan just kept cheating over and over and over. This man has a problem. Like he is literally the problem, and Jordan was kind of like a casualty of this man who's a serial cheater, like who just can't stop.
I hate that.
Yeah, and it makes me think about Chloe differently too because she doesn't say anything about Tristan. Like she's always so nice, and she can use like the baby excuse, but she always, like you said, has so much grace for Tristan. But Jordan, like she dragged Jordan through the mud.
Because even if like, look, here's the thing. Like if it was a friend of mine too, and Moses and him had
Monopoly
I'd
man.
be pissed. I'd be so pissed. But I think like one, you have to realize you're in this position of power. You have this money. You have this fame. So to say something publicly like that, one, looks bad on you, but also two, like you know that person's gonna get hate. And I think inciting hate on someone like that, and especially like you said, they were taunting this, inciting this, like that's like the lowest.
My god.
And I know this on a very small scale. Like when I had a little
Monopoly man is crazy, but also, I hate to say it, also very accurate though. Oh my god. Giselle, I'm the original Hailey Bieber. You're right. You actually are right. Although I never like had the nepotism set up to like be at the meet and greet, but I kind of was like the Hailey Bieber manifestation goals. And Krista, I don't know John Hill. I will look him up though. I'm gonna write that down.
little bit of
Also, it's great. I just can't get over. Maybe it's just a hat, but it makes me look. I don't know. I look like a baby, but also 80 years old at the same time, and I guess that's the hat. And also, I didn't have Botox here, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why.
power, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy broke up with me, go harass him or whatever like that. It's like literally like the most unfair, like nastiest thing you can do, like to anyone. I've had it on my side too, where there's someone bigger than me throwing hate my way, and it's so nasty. And the Kardashians are so famous, and the fact is that they're all in their 40s now, except maybe Chloe. Maybe she's like whatever. But that means if this was happening how many years ago?
2019.
So they were all like in their
Yeah.
late 30s. That's
And
what I'm
she
saying.
was
When you're
so young.
grown, yeah, when you are 30, once you're past 30, I'm sorry, 30
Yeah.
is the mark. I'm sorry, maybe
Benjamin-
25, but 30, like you are grown enough to like know not to do this. Like, and as far as I know, they're not like mentally ill or on drugs. So it's like, what is their excuse?
Yeah,
Not
and I
mentally
think-
ill or on
I
drugs.
mean, they are so protective of each other to that extent, and maybe it felt more personal because Jordan was so close to like the family. But again, she's the baby sister's best friend. She's like literally like a child.
Yeah, so
like,
more the reason to like protect her.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
you know,
You
I
can
don't
hear her
Mhm.
out. I think.
Oh,
So-
I hate it.
Yeah, so
that's
that's
like
why-
the meanest of mean girls. That's what I'm saying. The mean girl mentality again. It's like there's just stuff that's just mean. It's just nasty. Like
Yeah.
no matter what they did, if she got pregnant by him. Like still, you know, you're inciting hate on this person and going to ruin their lives.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
I missed you said, oddly be Ethel Kane on the pod. That, you know what's so funny? Shout out Harry Daniels. Harry Daniels is trying to get Ethel Kane on as well. So Harry Daniels is doing the work for Omar, for Tate McRae, for Ethel Kane. So shout out Harry Daniels. I can't. Charlie Chaplin. This is crazy. This is killing me. For the 2-year anniversary, we definitely need to recreate these outfits. Jimmy, you need to also have some kind of like Barbenheimer cosplay or something. Like I need to drag you into this, and we need to do like a Barbenheimer photo shoot or something with this kind of cosplay. I can't.
I think, and that's why she had to do Red Table Talk, because that was like her one, like Jordan's one opportunity.
Did
to,
she
like,
get some
clear.
redemption from
I
that?
think so. I think just getting to share her side of the story.
No matter
but-
what, she'll never fully
Yeah.
recover because those people are in so power and they could actually be like, we could forgive them or whatever. They moved on or they've matured. But it's that stain they'll always have. It's that
Yep.
karma. And hopefully, like, you know, and again, I know this just again from experience where, and on a much smaller scale, like someone did me wrong. So I'm like, let me just like throw like, oh my God, look at what this person did.
I
and
think
then like
Oppenheimer might be the last
they harass
cosplay
these
this
people and like
looks like
ruin their
is
lives.
killing
And
me.
it's just not, it's not cool. It's really bad karmatic energy. And I know because I've collected on it, you know what I mean? It's just a stain you have to wear forever. And there are some people, I mean, maybe like 2 people in my life that I've like definitely was like, oh my God, they did this and this, and their lives, they got harassed so much that it really like traumatized them. And it's like a stain that I'll wear forever. I've apologized numerous times publicly, personally to them, but it's just like, it'll always weigh on me. That's one thing that like eats at me constantly. I try to like forgive myself as much as I can and like not think about it, but it really does, you know, I feel bad. And again, I've apologized to this person. I've had them on my podcast to apologize to them and stuff, but it's the worst thing you can do. And I've collected that karma where it's like, I've had that happen to me where someone just like came for me, whether it's truth, non-truth. And it's like, my life had been ruined too, but damn, I didn't know all this. Okay. So
now
she's back.
Yeah, so now a lot, because Jordan's still like a big influencer. She still has like a lot of followers, and a lot of them are like, Jordan, do not go back to the Kardashians after they try to ruin you.
Well,
Susie
Kylie
too.
didn't,
No,
right?
Kylie
She
didn't.
always stuck up for her.
But people are like very wary of her like reassociating with the family. So it's like very dicey because like they obviously, Kylie stood up for her back then and they were so close. Like Kylie had her own show with Jordan. And
Chat
like,
is
their
killing
friendship
me.
was
Wait, they
so
did?
Life with Kylie. It was I love Kylie. So I'm
Yeah.
Wait, Life with
Yeah.
Kylie. Why wasn't it Life with Kylie and Jordan?
it was like mostly Kylie, but then like Jordan was like the co-star kind of thing.
Okay, it's like Just Trish and Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oscar
literally that.
silent.
Yeah.
Who said Boss Baby? Boss Baby on picture day at school is crazy. And my curl keeps falling closer and closer to the center of my face. So true. That's why I mostly wear hats now. My little curl. God, what was going on with me back then? I didn't think I ate I didn't think I ate with the cosplay as I was cosplaying in real time. But I didn't think I was giving Boss Baby at picture day at school.
Okay. No,
Asterisk,
I get it.
asterisk. Yeah. Kylie at least is like the most independent, I think, of the family.
She's very not associated with them on the show. Like I
Yeah.
watched and she's rarely
She's
in the
barely in
show.
it. Mhm.
Kendall too. She seems to not want to be, I don't know, associated or just like not on the brand with the other girls. That this is the most disappointing news I've ever heard in my
Yeah.
life. Like I was I like seriously had an obsession with the Kardashians. I think they're so beautiful, so everything. Like especially Chloe. Like I always thought she was so nice. I'm like, wow, she's handling the situation so good. She has so much grace, so much patience. Like, damn.
Yeah, it's definitely
Damn.
like look, especially looking back at it now, knowing everything about Tristan, like really changes.
The dust settles and then the
So
truth comes out.
What would you do if you were Jordan? Would you go back and befriend Kylie or like?
Me with the,
I don't know
the
what I would
question,
do.
me
Oh,
pivoting.
It's so hard. It's so hard because like it's like there's one thing of just being like moving on and like whatever, just like not thinking about it again, but to go back into that situation, like I would say like run. But if Kylie was always like having your back, and Kylie's her own person now and whatever, she doesn't like need her sisters or the show or anything like that. I don't know. She wasn't the toxic one yet. I would say don't associate with like Chloe and any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's so crazy. And Chloe was a mom. She had her baby.
Yeah.
I think,
Shit,
right?
I love Chloe too. I love her. This makes me so sad to say. But I do think also like being a parent like instantly changes you. Like, I mean, again, I was like the biggest hater. And I think like once you have kids, you're just like, oh, like I would never want like my child to go through this, whatever. And because Jordan's so much younger, I think you should just know better. Like they all had kids. I'm sorry. I don't parent shame at all because it's the worst. But I feel like if you're a parent and you're being like mean or bullying or taunting, like it's just, I don't know. You wouldn't want that for your own. That's why when I think about these stories, I think about like, okay, like let me think as a mom, you know, like if I wouldn't want my kids talked about like this, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I really try to see the positive or the flip side to this. And I get that they were hurt, but I just don't see any like justification for that. Like that's so it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is killing me. I really stand by everything I said. Like, I wasn't expecting to still have the same. I'm sure there's some episodes where I definitely don't agree with myself, but this one is pretty solid. I pretty much agree with everything. I do remember too, I used to like in my notes, at the end of my notes, like describing the story, I would write down a question to ask Trisha as like the conversation. Like my goal was to always have the topic like relate to like her life. So I would always like phrase a question. So that's why it's funny hearing my question at the end. If you were Jordan, what would you do? Because it's so, oh my God, me giving this like behind the actor studio tea, like the lore of my notes and everything, and the first thing I look over and see is he's dressed as the capital background actors from Hunger Games in a ballad of songbirds and snakes. Okay. That is so funny. I love that I'm here like, yes, like let me give this deep, insightful information. And that's what's in the chat, love. It's more important, Diva, truly.
I hate it.
I think they just took it too far, especially in retrospect.
Oh God, I don't know if I should even talk about this. I want to talk about it, but speaking of the Kardashians, should I even say it?
What?
Elvis, or should I not even talk about it?
Well, you did. You just did.
I know, but we cut it. But I don't think it's bad, right?
No, but I would just wait to see if they actually use that name. Or not.
Maybe I should put it out there because I want to put it out.
Wow.
Maybe not to say it. I don't care. Because I want to just put it out there because if we have a boy, it's going to be Elvis. Anyways.
So all I'm saying is like, so basically we're revealing now the name of our
I think
son
people
if we have
know.
a son.
Okay, I think people knew because I was talking about. Anyways, I'm going to talk about it real quick. 'Cause we're talking about the Courtney. So Courtney is having a baby boy, which is great. Like again, I always think like anyone who struggles with infertility, I love that she's in her 40s having a baby because I'm so like, oh my God, the clock. I gotta have a baby. I'm 35.
Wow,
And I,
here we go,
love
here
it.
we
I love
go.
that they're happy, whatever. And this is not even anything bad. I don't know why I preface it like, should I talk about this? But I guess I know what you're saying. Like it's like if we don't have a boy or if something whatever happens. Okay, so I saw TikTok and I don't know why. As soon as they announced that they were having a boy, in my like heart, I was just like, "What?" I feel like, what if they take our baby name? So I feel like I'm very good at baby names. I feel like everyone loves Malibu Barbie. Like I've always had great baby names, and there's two
Sugar
baby names I
Cookie.
talked about. And I found receipts. Like I found receipts from 10 years ago because I'm like, I have to have this just in case, you know, whatever. And again, everyone has the same name. There's a million Oscars. There's a million Moseses, which I didn't know. Apparently, Moses is a very big name in Israel. But in my gut, I was like, wait, what did they like name their baby Elvis? And then I saw a TikTok. I tell you, like, kid you not, I saw a TikTok where someone was like, Travis left a comment on one of Courtney's posts like a year ago, like if we have a son, it's gonna be Elvis. And I was like, what? Like I didn't know why. I thought they would name it Elvis. I have no idea why. And then they had the baby reveal. It was a boy. And then under there, he's like, I know what the name's gonna be. So everyone's like, oh, the baby's name's gonna be Elvis. And then I don't know, like I don't get stressed about anything today. I was like worrying so much about it. I started worrying so much. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna name their baby Elvis. And then like it's gonna look like I copied the Kardashians. And then, you know, maybe they'll come for me like they came for Jordan. And I'm like, oh my God,
I
you
do
stole our baby
remember
name and
this.
stuff. Like I started panicking. Even today with the glam.
I'm dead. My little giggle in the background. You can tell I was holding in my giggle so hard and it's killing me. I was so scared to like cackle. I was holding it in. Baby Sunrise on the Reaping is crazy, but kind of love. I was thinking baby Peta or baby Katniss would be really good for sure. Or baby Penis. Katniss, the ship name for Katniss and Peta. That would also be kind of good. Jigsaw, Billy the Puppet. Baby Jigsaw is kind of sweet. Someone asked, what do I think? I think they're having a boy. I know nothing, and I literally think it's just because the cake that announced to announce her pregnancy was blue. So I don't think that connotation is erased from my head, which is problematic because like all because the cake was blue, why does that have to mean boy? Like we should be erasing those gender stereotypes, but I'm having trouble unlearning that. So in my head, boy, just I think it's just because the cake though. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3 girls. I think I'm 60% boy, 40% girl is my analysis.
Team, I was like, you guys, they're gonna name the baby Elvis. I'm like, that was supposed to be my baby name. Like, what am I gonna do? And I had a severe panic attack over this, and I haven't had one in so long. And I have to like meditate in the morning to try and not think about it. But ultimately my meditation has led me to this, right? I meditate. Do you meditate, by the way?
No, but I should. I know you have the meditation room.
Meditation is, oh yeah, entertainment tonight. The meditation is just like the best thing in the world because like if you don't have the answers for something or you're worried about something, it just like comes to you. So my meditation brought me to this. And everyone's like, you meditated for that. But I was just like, you know what? There can be 2 Elvises in the world. Actually, you know what? Elvis Presley is the original Elvis. So if you're talking about copying a name, maybe you're like going on the Austin Butler craze or whatever. Because when the movie came out, that's the other thing. When the movie came out, I was so devastated because I am very rarely, what do they call it? Was it gatekeeping? What is it called?
Oh, yeah.
I don't gatekeep much because I'm always late to trends and I'm always just like jumping on trends. But when the Elvis movie came out, I was like, shit, everyone's going to love Elvis now. That was always my thing. Google it. Trisha Paytas Elvis. I've always dressed as him. I've always loved Elvis. Like even before it's cool. I did a Little Less Conversation cover like 10 years ago. And like to gatekeep Elvis is silly because he's so big. But he became so much bigger with the movie, obviously. And I was like, damn, TikTok was all Elvis. And instead of being happy like a normal person, it's like, oh, cool. The thing I like is like coming, whatever, like Barbies everywhere, and I love it. I was so sad. And then we found out I was pregnant, and I was like, oh, if we have a boy, like we'll name him Elvis or whatever. And then the movie came out. I was like, oh no. And then same thing with Malibu. We're like, oh, Malibu Barbie, and I did not know the Barbie movie was coming out, and I was like, oh dang. So now with Courtney and Travis, I mean, I guess like, hey, honestly, like now back to meditation, back to goodness, back to positivity. I was like, you know
Moses
what?
Sneak.
I think it's beautiful.
I'm dead at the Moses Sneak. That is so funny.
They wanted a baby. This is a son. Travis manifested Elvis. He said,
who said baby boy Blonsky? Who said baby boy Blonsky? Baby Barbenheimer. Baby Blonsky is crazy. Baby Sim or Sims.
apparently in his book, he had said that they were going to name his son now Landon. They were going to name him Elvis because his mom loved Elvis so much, but I don't know what happened with that. I guess they didn't. So if you do have a baby name and call him Elvis, I think it's beautiful. And I think that just means I'm as cool as a Kardashian. You know what I mean? I'm as cool as Travis and Courtney. I don't know. What do you think? Naming a baby the same, especially when it's so unique.
You know what's so funny is, so Joey Graceffa's dogs are Storm, and then Kylie had Stormy. And then his other one is named Wolf, and then she first named her son Wolf.
Oh, but she did it after him, so he was the first.
So he was the first, yeah. So that was just like...
Did he feel some type of way about it?
I think he just thought it was like coincidental, but it's just funny, like, did the Kardashians watch YouTubers? Like, what?
I believe it.
Like...
Okay, I have another Kardashian type, which is
Lord.
like... I believe it. First of all, yes. I think they watch people, like, everyone gets influenced by anyone. I don't think it's a bad thing. I had a theory that Kim Kardashian saw my post. I don't know. This could be a big reach. And I'm a little delulu. I'm the first person to admit it. Like, I have delusions. I thought Brad Pitt wanted to date me at one point. So I think this may be. But who knows? Maybe not. I also think Britney Spears might follow me because she went to Joey's 2 hours after I posted we were at Joey's.
Yeah, I did see that.
Anyways, okay. But Kim, recently we went to the Barbie World. Like, it was like a little Barbie exhibit in Santa Monica. And I posted, well, first of all, I copied Kim. I got a knockoff Balenciaga jacket and bag. It was like a pink fuzzy coat with a pink fuzzy bag. And I was super excited to wear it there. So I had this like knockoff of a Kim outfit with the Balenciaga sunglasses. And my caption was, it's Malibu Barbie's world. We're just living in it. The next day, after I wore the Kim Kardashian outfit, Kim posted with North, it's North's world and we're just living in it. And I was like, granted, this is a saying that's very popular, but I'm like, maybe she saw it because she's like, oh, who's this person wearing a knockoff Balenciaga outfit or something like that? Maybe she saw it and was like, oh, that's a cute caption. I love you, Kim. She can steal. She can take my caption. I took her literal outfit.
Reality TV news as well.
That was the weirdest edit ever. I definitely said a lot and then cut. This freeze frame is killing me. I definitely said stuff and then cut it out, and then I'm transitioning again. A hard transition. Oh my god.
A story that I think you'll be really excited about is the Golden Bachelor was revealed.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Why is the Golden Bachelor a hot topic? I guess she did love the Golden Bachelor, but
I'm so excited.
And so it's like the senior citizen version of
I'm obsessed. I had my mom apply for this. So we just started The Bachelor. I was never a Bachelor person ever. Like, never watched a season. It's been on like 23 seasons or something. And I never watched a season. We started watching it this year, like randomly. I think because I was doing ASMR. I was like, you should do Bachelor ASMR. I'm like, I don't even know what the show is. Let me watch it. And we watched it with Zach, which they said was the most boring season, but we became obsessed. We watched all of it. Now we're watching Charity's season, which I love and like I'm obsessed with it. But they were advertising the Golden Bachelor during Zach's season, which was January of this year, and I had my mom apply for it, and they never called her, which is crazy.
Jimmy, I honestly thought this episode was 45 minutes. In my head, I remember it being so short, and I'll never forget the conversation when they were like, we think 2 hours is the magic number for the episodes to do well, and I was like, okay, and I remember thinking that was crazy, like 2 hours. And then here we are now, like 2.5 hours. Crazy. I know. If Jimmy never took over, I would barely be in it. You would never hear the cackle. You would never hear the cackle. I'd probably be editing my cackle out and never knowing that people wanted to hear it.
Crazy because my mom is like so gorgeous. She's in her golden era.
Baby Kelly and young.
she might be too young. I think you had to be 65. She's 64.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I feel like, okay, she's gonna be 65 this year. So if they were looking for a bachelorette, a golden bachelorette, my mom would be perfect for it. I wanted her to be on it so bad, and I was so excited to see this because I think it's beautiful. I think I love that The Bachelor is doing like where
Matilda's dad,
older people dating, because I feel like older people are more mature too. I love that no one's gonna be like a clout chaser on there.
True.
But if they are, it's kind of iconic too. Like if someone's like, I'm here for the followers, I'll be like, yes, like at 65, you know what I mean? I think it's all, I'm excited to see the women. Have they shown the women yet?
None of the women. They only showed Gary, 71-year-old.
Gary from Indiana, which is weird because there's Gary, Indiana.
The fact that he's a grandpa is like kind of sweet.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Jimmy clocking me. The amount of times my notes say tighten me when I get rambly and you fully are talking a normal amount is so funny. Jimmy exposed me. Now I kind of gave up. I'm like, no edits, no notes, Jimmy, just your usual. But there are times I think I'm so annoying and I'm like, please just cut me down as much as possible. I'm dead at Jimmy clocking me. That's so funny.
Hot.
He's so hot. Like for 71, I
I've
was like,
never seen a 71-year-old look that hot.
So hot. He's so sweet. He's a widow. He just wants someone to play pickleball with, hold hands. Like I was just like, I love this. And I think there are so many people like that age that are looking for love, like whether they're like widowed or divorced. Like I said, a lot of people get divorced and they're like, you know, my mom's been single now for like maybe 10 years or something like that. But it's so hard to meet people because they're not on the dating apps, like the ones on the, because my mom's been on the dating apps, and the older guys on the dating apps are like scary, you know what I mean? So like it's hard to meet older people, and you don't go to bars, you don't go, like it's hard to meet that. I would love my mom to meet someone, but where do you meet someone of quality at that age, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of like the Sofia Vergara thing. Like when you're that old, like
that old,
you can't do dating. I can't even do dating apps at like a 30 because it's like everyone's like, crazy.
You don't want to be on a date like while you're on a dating app when you're 40. Like what's wrong with you? Even if you're 40 yourself, you know what I mean? It's like weird.
But I'm glad that to get your perspective on it, because at first I was kind of like ick. I was like, old people like making out bachelor style. Like
No!
I just imagined it like literally like Bachelor in Paradise, kind of like just like messy, everyone crying, sloppy, the fantasy suite. And I was like, oh, like that's a little ick. But now hearing your perspective, I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of
I honestly am kind of giving homage. My sideburns were so long. This like curl falling, the hat, the two curls. I had one curl going this way, one curl going that way. I don't know why. And honestly, at this time in my life, this curl happened like naturally as I like blow. I didn't know how to blow dry my hair. It sounds stupid, but it's true. I didn't know how to blow dry my hair to make it not curly right here. So it just always curled. But my sideburns really are giving Amish tees. Like, why were they so long and bushy? Are you not long now? I had just gotten a haircut, you can tell. So why are my sideburns so long?
I think it's so romantic. I think it's so like we need to see that on TV, like age appropriate relationships. Like obviously I have a few platforms that I have hard stances on, and like age gap relationships give me the ick, and I try not to judge. And like anymore, I don't call people out. If I see an age gap relationship, I'm like, okay, like maybe it's gonna work for you. I don't know. I'm
so sorry to pause again, but this Nikachu, not gonna lie, the look is kind of a serve. It's grown on me as the hour has gone by. Is crazy. Honestly, kind of same.
I have such trauma from them. So like big age gaps and like young
Oh my
women,
God.
like 18 with like 40. You know, I just think
Baby
it's ick.
Midsummer.
When you get older, it's different. You know,
Yeah.
like Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones are 25 years apart, but they seem like the same age. You know, like
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know. When you're older, it's completely different. So I love that we're doing age appropriate relationships. I love that they're not casting anyone under 65.
See, that's what I was concerned about too. I thought it was like an old guy, but still like the same kind of like Bachelorette girls, you know, like the same casting.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my
how
God,
old are
no.
these girls gonna be?
Ew, could you imagine?
That's what I
No.
literally thought was gonna happen. So
I don't
was
think they
like,
could do that
that's, like,
anymore.
no.
People would get the ick. I mean, they do have that MILF manner. Did you see that one where they have the older
Yes.
women, which wouldn't be bad, except it was their sons.
Yeah, having the sons in there
My
was
hat.
a different.
Me reaching for my hat was starting to slip a little bit, y'all. My hat was starting to slip. I had to pull that back. Up. I honestly am seeing the Susie 2 allegations. I really am seeing the Susie 2 allegations now. The more that I look at it, I really am seeing the Susie 2 allegations, like 1920s prohibition era kind of vibes. God, this is really sitting with me. This is quite a look.
different type of crazy.
What? Which channel was that on? Are we allowed to say?
It was like a TLC kind of one of those.
Okay, because I was like, this is a weird one. Yeah, I think it's like weird when they show that stuff. It's just a little like, again, if it's something you do privately, fine. But there was like
Yeah.
Married to Millions, and do you remember that show?
Yes.
And there was so many of those guys with these like really young girls, and it's just like, I don't know. And again, because like you were saying about the Jordan thing, it's like when
Your
you're
crowd
young,
is falling,
I
queen.
know when I was young, I thought it was cool. You know, you're like, oh, I'm mature. I'm with a mature guy. He sees something special in me. Like, and maybe you are attracted to that. I was attracted to older guys. You know, I always have been. But it's like there's something ick about the older guy, that 40-year-old that's okay with dating the 21-year-old. It's like, this person is not developed. This person hasn't lived. It's always giving me the ick. It's a strong stance I'll always have. Like, I'm sorry, not sorry about it. But if someone is, I do follow some people in age gap relationships on TikTok, and I always love the person in it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll meet someone one day where I'm like, oh, it actually works for them.
He's so hot. You can't be that hot at
Yeah.
71 and like not try
I wonder if you
dating.
still have like a libido at 71.
I don't know.
Because you
Like,
always hear like Hefner, like Hugh Hefner was like
Yeah.
1 minute once a week. You know what I mean? Like, and not that's a bad thing because I feel like especially women, they go through menopause and stuff like that, so they're just not. They don't feel like as
True.
sexual.
Yeah.
And I always wonder like with men, like the oldest I've been with, I think is maybe like 68. I mean,
Whoa.
yeah, like legitimately like 68. And I just feel like they don't have it as like much. They know.
I would think.
So it's gonna be interesting to see like that dynamic in action in the show. Like, are they still gonna do like the fantasy suite? Like, does it still get to that level?
Are they
I'm
gonna kiss
like,
everyone? Because
yeah.
like, they kiss everybody on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And The Bachelorette too. I was just like, again, not judging, but like I would feel I never kiss people like. I mean, I guess I do, but not multiple people at once. It'd be so weird.
Yeah.
Like you're kissing someone and like 2 minutes later kissing someone else. Hygienically speaking, I don't know.
And if I was like a
Founding
contestant, I
father.
would kill myself. I mean, Kate myself because
Me censoring myself, I would kill myself. I mean, Kate would myself. Oh, I'm kind of funny. I was a little funny in here.
because that is just like that would be the worst thing to make out with someone and then to like walk away and then see them make out with someone else. I couldn't.
Yeah, and guys do go crazy. This season of The Bachelor, they're actually like so. It's actually so interesting to see the guys like having 25 guys rather than 25 women because the guys are so like masculine in this. Also, I have to say, this new Bachelorette, the way they treat the men versus how they treat the women, they make these men, they literally give them razors to shave before putting on a Speedo.
Oh my God, I
they make them
remember
wear
this.
Speedos. They make them get naked. What are the other things they did? There was other like really degrading things. I'm like, if they did this to women, it would be insane. What are the other ones?
Yeah, they had them
No
change
Moses
in front
came.
of everyone in a crowd and put them in speedos and shave, and then
Can you imagine if we still had no Moses camera and we had to hear Moses off camera explain Nikki Blonsky? Like Moses off camera being like, she beat up a family at an airport. That would be so crazy. It's just so funny how he did not have a I can't imagine. I can't imagine him trying to give us the tea on Nikki Blonsky. What else does he always clock? I remember when we talked about the Amari drama with Tana's friend group. Moses had all the tea there too, and imagining that like him without a camera spilling it would be so funny.
the longest kiss.
Oh yeah,
So
they're
go
like,
on stage and describe why you're the best person.
why you're
for
the best
that.
kisser and and then they're like, you have to make out with her for like the longest kiss, like 4.5 minutes, and I'm just like, it kind of gave me the ick. I love The Bachelorette, but
Another like body image.
My transitions are so hard. Like they're hard transitions. Oh my God, I can't.
kind of scandal that happened this week. Troye Sivan had some controversy with his new music
Oh,
video
I remember this.
because it was like very sexy for a song Rush, which is like basically inspired by poppers, so it's about
Poppers,
gay
yes,
sex.
yes.
Love that. Well, first of all, poppers is great for
For
every
everyone, true, it's true.
every sexuality. I kind of lived for them back in the day. I mean, they kind of give me a headache, but I kind of live for them. I love it. Poppers are
You feel
legal,
the
right?
rush. They are.
I always thought that
Yeah.
because you can go to like Mickey's, like right next to Mickey's, and buy them. That little like
Yeah.
shop, and I was just like, this is
You
legal.
have to
This
use
is
a little
crazy.
code name, but yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You have to
We
say
can't
like
say the
record. It's like a whole thing.
Oh, okay, I love
But-
that. So the
you
song's
feel
about
rush.
poppers?
Yeah.
The song's
it's
about
Rush,
poppers?
So it's like it's about poppers, but
Oh, is it confirmed?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he get
Which is
sponsored?
fair.
Because that
He
would be
should have been.
everything.
Yeah.
Love
I
it.
love that. Is it confirmed? And like the theme of the color theme was popper colors, and the album cover was him on like straddling someone's like shoulders or something. The poppers lore goes crazy. This is another really great callback.
But like the music video, it was very sexy. It was like all like shirtless guys and stuff, but it was everyone was like a twink. Everyone was all the guys were skinny, had abs, and it was all just like one body type.
Yup,
So
yup.
he had some controversy because it's like if you're gonna have a song that's like celebrating like gay, especially like gay sex, it's like you're also celebrating only one body type. And there's a whole
Yup.
thing in the gay community where it's like it's always like the skinny like muscular guys that are celebrated, and there's like a whole thing like no
Yeah.
fats, no femmes, so it's like
No fast, no femmes,
that's like
no
a whole thing on
Asian.
that.
I didn't know about the no fats. I heard no femmes before.
Yeah,
no
it's-
fats.
It's like
Terrible.
the thing was like no fats, no femmes, no Asians.
Oh, yeah,
and it's like
see?
so
Oh my
problematic.
God.
Yeah.
Yup,
And
yup.
it was like a popular thing to put in like your Grinder profile or whatever,
Right.
what you're
Yup.
looking for.
the mask for masks days. Yeah.
So it's like, why only put one type of guy in it?
Yeah, let me hear your thoughts on it. Because at first, before you explain all that, I was like, that's just the world we live in. There's skinny girls and
Yeah.
everything, whatever. But now explaining that, and because it is like, okay, so what is your thoughts initially on it? Were you
See,
like, ew, I don't like that?
Yeah, I would, especially because like, and a lot of people who don't see a problem with it are like the skinny, like Twinkie looking guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
But it's
course.
like when you look like that, especially in the gay community, it's so like aesthetic focused, like and body
Mhm,
focused. So it's like
Mhm.
when you don't fit one of those molds, it's like you kind of like how you were saying earlier, like you feel like an outsider. And it's like,
Of course,
yeah, and you have
yeah.
that like hater in you because it's like you don't belong in here. You're supposed to be able to be celebrated, and you don't feel like
Mhm.
you belong.
I think also just, and this may be like bad to say, but even if you, let's say he really just loves skinny guys, that's his thing
Popper?
or whatever like that. Like
Popper's
just
famous factor.
socially, to be socially aware and to like include all of your fans, like just put a bigger person in there, kind of like
Yeah.
I think it was it Joe Jonas? Who's the one that like the toothbrush
Yeah,
song? He
Joe
put
Jonas.
she's
Ashley
beautiful. She's
Graham.
like a
Oh,
plus
like
size model.
Graham?
Ashley
What's
Graham, yeah, he put her in there. And that was like a big deal. I was like, oh my gosh, there's like a big woman as the love interest, and her joke isn't that she's fat, and it was like a huge thing. And I didn't even know anything about JoJo, so I was like, oh, good for him. You know what I mean? So I think just to at least cater to your audience to be like, oh, he put like a big guy in there.
Yeah, and he did like address the controversy, and he literally said, to be honest, it just wasn't a thought we had. We obviously weren't saying we want one specific type of person in the video. We just made the video.
No, but obviously they did. Obviously they were casting hot bods.
And it's like in this day and age to not like
In
have
this
that
day and
in mind,
age,
like
I
body,
sound-
like represent.
I do sound very elderly, I will say. In this day and age, to not have different body types, I do sound wise and professional and serious.
And like acceptance, especially like in a song that's all celebrating like sex and body positivity and stuff. You know?
I agree with that, especially this like you said, the era we're in or the years we're in. It's like maybe because I think about my music videos too, and I was like, yeah, I guess like in the past I always had my dancers be like chiseled and stuff like that because that's just like the aesthetic of a dancer. It wasn't until later on I was like, I should include all body types because I'm all body types, but yeah, I think that's a bad one. I think that's a bad take though. His explanation of it too.
The explanation of it really made me feel some type of way.
But then it's like your art, and if that's your art and that's your vision, like the Idol show, like everyone was so skinny and beautiful in
Idol,
that, you
yeah.
know? And so I guess like you can't have Jocelyn be fat, you know what I mean? I don't know.
And
Maybe it's
but
different.
I guess too, like another queer artist like Sam Smith, like they have had like bigger people in their music video. Charlie XCX actually said this, like Sam Smith put bigger people in their video, and then people were saying it was like performative. So really, I get the argument that you can't win sometimes.
Yeah.
But as like a
Wow,
bigger
yes,
person,
yes.
like I remember this is Trish history
Yeah.
when you did Thick Girls, and I was like, Thick Girls are a boy's best friend.
Yeah.
And I remember I was bigger at that time too, and it was like
Yeah.
just nice to have that like have like a media make you feel good about yourself,
Right.
you know, it's like be seen.
Yeah, because I think even if it is performative on his end, like in a way, like at least you're showing it, you know, for people to see. Like, you know, maybe young kids don't know it's performative. Maybe like, oh, like there's me in that video. You know what I mean? I think the same way. I remember when Meghan Trainor, I told her this on the podcast, all about that bass. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Or Lizzo, of course, now is so like, you know, body positive anthem, but it's just nice. Or Micah with Big Girls You Are Beautiful. Like I like loved that he came out with that. And again, maybe he.
Although Meghan Trainor was at the Billboard Awards yesterday, and she was teeny, and Lizzo's obviously teeny. Our thick icons have fallen. Thick icons are falling left and right, you guys, me included. I hope to be on the fall soon too, but the thick icons are truly endangered. Truly endangered.
He doesn't prefer big people, but like the fact that he made that anthem, I was like, oh, that's so great, you know? And I think with Troye, he's so, I guess I didn't realize how big he was. He started out as a YouTuber or no?
Yeah.
Was he a vlogger?
He was like in that Tyler Oakley like era.
Did he vlog or he did music right away?
He was like sit down, like vlog
Right?
kind of style.
Who did he
like,
collab with? Did he collab with Tyler?
With Tyler a lot, yeah. And like Connor Franta, I think.
Oh my God. Connor Franta.
Yeah.
So sorry, Connor Franta. I'm in front of me. I was like, where's Connor Franta? And he did a TikTok. He's like, I'm right here. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I was just such a hater because Connor Franta was huge too. Like O2L was, oh, Ricky Dillon. I love him too. O2L was Trevi. I love her too. There are so many great ones. But I love,
Connor
first of all,
Franta,
love when a
where
YouTuber
are
can
you
become
now?
mainstream. Like that.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. Like,
especially people forget that Troye started on YouTube, I think. Which
right.
is like
It's
wild.
But then did you hear like, does he talk about his past on YouTube, or is
I
he
don't
like?
think so.
So that's like Joji too. So okay, I didn't know Joji was a YouTuber.
I didn't know Joji was a YouTuber.
Joji, okay, Moses told me about this. Joji's like used to collab with like iDubbbz,
That's crazy.
and they would do like kind of like what were the videos?
I'm lying here because I don't know who Joji is now. So I definitely was like, oh, that's crazy. Because I was too embarrassed to probably say I don't know who that is. But I don't know who that is now to this day. No offense. I just truly don't know.
Was like kind of iDubbbz. I think back in the day, I think he admits this, right? He apologized. I think he made some cringy videos.
Yeah.
He was like,
And honestly, I don't know who iDubbbz is either. I hate to say it. I don't know who iDubbbz is either. I hate to say it. I know he did a video on, I don't know. I know they did a video on Tana and then apologized, but that's all I know about iDubbbz. If I had a lineup of Joji and iDubbbz and everyone else, I wouldn't be able to pick someone out of the crowd. I apologize. So I was fraudulent. I will clock. What was that? What's that meme? You clock when you clock the gag. When you clock the gag. This is random, but my biggest fear right now is it's so specific, but when the guy who pushed Brittany Broski at the Charlie XCX tour, the Apple Dance Crasher, when he got exposed and people found his Instagram, people edited his captions on Instagram. It was like a photo of a pseudo thirst trap of him hiking, and they changed the caption to be that's the Chile. I'm gonna say it the non-problematic way. That's the Chile tea, and everyone believed that he captioned that and was clowning on him, and that's my biggest fear because I think I could see people doing that to me. I really could, and I think people would believe it if someone like tweeted a photo of me captioned "clock the Chile tea and gag it." I think people would believe that I said that. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know who these people are. Sorry.
what? Like he's like,
I mean, they were the most raunchy. They were the original like memesters, raunchy.
Joji too, right?
He was the main guy. He was the biggest by far. Everyone looked up to him, and everyone came out of there. Like that's why iDubbbz is who he is. And
he said like Joji like hates when you bring it up. Like, no, I'm bringing it up. He will not be a guest on our podcast, I guess. But you said he doesn't like.
I mean, in interviews, if somebody asks him in interviews, no, like
he just says I'm not talking about it.
He switched. He has a new life. He's a musician and an amazing musician. And
But
that's
I guess I get that too. I get that too, especially when you're talented because he's so talented. Like I get that too. Like you try to come up one way, like especially.
Is Joji the one that sings "Somebody That I Used to Know"? Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody. Sis, I'm dead as a Chile. You guys would totally do that to me. You would literally Photoshop an Instagram or something or a tweet with when the Chile is tea, but the finna is gag. Sis, I'm dead as a Chile. I could see you guys Photoshopping that and people would believe that is true. I knew it. Daring me. I'm sprinting to Photoshop right now. I knew it.
me. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be problematic, and then like, it is. I don't mind owning it because, like, I mean, this is just who I am. I just talk about whatever. But I get it if you're really just trying to like distance yourself. But it's actually so crazy. When I looked up some of the stuff of the Joji stuff, I was just like, this is insane that he was just like this not problematic, but kind of like cringy, memey YouTuber that was just like, kind of bro. Not bro, he's not the right word. I don't know how you describe that genre of people. I consider it people like Reddit genre, like the people who'd be on Reddit is like, right? I don't know. Don't come from me, Reddit. But Joji, but he has that beautiful song now, and I'm like so obsessed with him. And I was like, wow, I can't believe he was like this YouTuber.
Even Charlie Puth. I feel like everyone forgets Charlie Puth too.
I don't forget Charlie Puth. He did the O2L song. He's like, and
I'm dead. Darian just texted me, you know Joji. Oh, Darian loves Joji. I forgot. Darian does. Seeing the album art, I'm like, yes, I do know exactly. Oh, I don't know exactly. I know that Darian likes Joji. I know that Joji was on his like year rap, Apple Music Wrapped or whatever. I haven't heard it, but I know Darian likes this music. But I don't listen to guys. I don't listen to guys at all. Oh, Jimmy with his tea. I'm 90% sure I saw Charlie Puth in Encino last week. Do you have any inside reporting that you can share with us, Jimmy? You guys, the thing is, people are gonna believe that I said it, is the thing. People are gonna believe that I'm saying it. I know, because I'm the type of gay, white looking enough that people will believe it. That is so funny.
I'm Ricky. Like, his O2L song. No, but back to Troye Sivan.
Weird edit.
I remember that name kind of back in the day a little bit, but I watched The Idol and then kind of like fell in love with him. He reminds me of my friend. I have a music producer. His name's Jeremy, and I love him. And they look so much alike. Like, they act alike. They're so much alike. And I loved him on The Idol. And I didn't know it was him. I like looked it up because I saw that. Did you watch it? Did you watch The Idol?
No. I know.
Wait, what? How?
Because I was going to, but then my boyfriend was like, you shouldn't support it. And I was like,
wait,
okay.
why?
Because of how like problematic it was with like the weekend and blah blah.
Wait,
blah,
why?
blah,
What's the tea on this?
Oh my god, you didn't know?
Did we know this? No.
Trisha.
What's problematic about it with the weekend?
Oh my god.
I'm like a Weekend stand after this now. I never knew anything about the weekend. Now I'm like, I love him.
So like in summation, it was basically like completely. It was more from like a female perspective, and like more women were involved with it. And then like the weekend came, and then he basically rewrote the script to be more from a man's perspective, and he got rid of like the lady who like originally was like writing the script and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They had to
I knew.
like reshoot a lot of it because it was more like sympathetic towards Jocelyn and less sexualized.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, okay. Well, interesting. Okay, I know absolutely nothing about The Weeknd. Like, I had to literally Google like a song he did, and I knew the face song that I feel my face when you like. That's it. But he's huge. I mean, he like sold out. Like now I'm like a stan. I follow him on everything, and I'm like, wow, he like sold out more like shows that like than like Michael Jackson or something. I saw. Anyways, interesting because I did see the pictures of. Well, again, you don't really watch the show, but like I saw that they kind of went more to Jocelyn's past. So was it Sam Levinson that was still the director at the time, or when the female writer was happening, or was the female the director?
I think she was in charge of it, and then Abel brought in Sam Levinson.
Okay, Abel, I love it. I love that you know his name. Can we get him on this podcast?
My trainer's boyfriend is actually his bodyguard, so we have like 1 degree. Of like...
I love it. My trainer's boyfriend is his bodyguard. Yeah. I love it. He can come and be his bodyguard. Yeah. I would let my friend too. One of my really, really good friends, Jeff, like he like hung out with him because apparently he's doing like horror movies, and some of my friend writes horror movies, and he's like, yeah, we were hanging out with Abel. And I was like, first of all, I love the name. Like, I had to find out all the background information about him. I'm like, what is he? What's his situation? Like, everything. I actually love him. But interesting. So your boyfriend was like, don't support it because now it's not feminist.
Yeah, and like,
interesting.
There's just a whole bunch of, and like Sam Levinson, there's so much stuff around him. So it's like,
yeah, I know nothing about him. We watched Euphoria and I hated it. I watched like 3 episodes. I'm like, this is disgusting. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, I couldn't. It gave me like such ick. We watched it together. But interesting. People clowned on the show so much, and like even when we watched it, I was like, "Ooh, I'm embarrassed to watch this," but it was so I loved it because at the end of the day, it's like I was like, I can't look at The Weeknd the same anymore, and I was just like, but he's acting. It's a show. Like I love pop star lives. Like that's why
I remember after, like later on in the show, wait, I just want like a little ritual. Remember when Moses called The Weeknd stands ableist? I actually do remember that. One of the Weeknd stands called ableist is so funny. And I remember like later on when the Idol stuff, maybe after the Halloween episode, when I think someone was like, wow, how hasn't Oscar explained that the idol is problematic? Well, you know, I explained a little bit, but you got to let people have their thing. You know what I mean? You got to let people have their fun.
I think you would love it. Like, it's very Britney. It's very like pop star life, pop star gone wrong. Troye Sivan plays like a child star that like, you know, is her like right hand person.
I like everyone in it. Like, I love Troye. I love Jenny from Blackpink.
Yeah, she was great. She was great.
So
Troye was amazing. Like, I had to look up who was the actor because I was like, oh, there's an actor named, I think his name's Moses, right? The tall guy. There's like an actor named Moses who's so good. Everyone's so talented on the show. Like, it's actually insane. Eli Roth is in it, who's like the first celebrity I ever met. He introduced me to Quentin Tarantino. I was like 18. He was like the nicest celebrity. I love him so much. He's in it. Who's the guy? Hank Azaria. I think it's an Israeli show because there's an Israeli guy, Chaim.
He plays Chaim.
Which should have been Moses' role. I'm trying to manifest Moses a role in Hollywood.
He didn't do the accent right, though.
Let's hear your best Chaim.
I am speaking it right now.
Okay, that's the Israeli accent. Moses is a great actor. I want him to be in a movie so bad or TV show. When we watch this, I'm like, oh, why won't you? That's like the perfect role for you. It would have been so great. They were speaking Hebrew. They were like Tov Meod. Like, I was like, oh, it's like you would have been so good in it. But I love that they have Israeli representation or Jewish representation in there, I should say. It was so good. I loved it. I'm a Lily Rose Depp stan for life. I love her. I met her years ago, and she was so freaking nice. And she like invited me to her birthday party, and I was so self-conscious to go because I'm like, she's so beautiful, and I'm like trash.
Oh, she didn't go.
No. Well, it's another age thing. I think she was 18, but I was like 30. And again, I'm just like so weird. Again, it's my own trauma. Like even when I was 17, I'm just like, I don't know. It's like so weird. But she was so beautiful, and she has a beautiful girlfriend, and I like love I just love her so much. We used to follow each other, but my Instagram got deleted, so. But Troye was the breakout. Back to Troye Sivan. Back to this because this is important. I love Troye Sivan on that. He was so good. He's so cute. Actually, I've never heard him sing. Oh no, I heard him sing on the show. He sang on the show, right? Yeah, he sang on the show. He was so good. And his acting was insane. Like I literally felt uncomfortable watching his big scene. But
his song is like a big TikTok song right now.
What is it?
Which one?
Rush, Addicted to You.
Was Rush a big TikTok song? I guess so.
Such.
Oh, I don't think I've heard this one.
Yeah, I mean. Maybe it's just my FYP. It's like every other one was like Rush. Yeah, she's pretty big.
Oh, so yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. I think being performative okay. I think it's okay, right? To be.
I think you can't win either way, right? But I think the best way to go about it is to be inclusive, and I think it's better to be called performative than to like not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't like a fatty, but put him in your video. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't have sex with him, but you can put him in the video.
Especially with like gay guys, like there are so many like hot, bigger guys. Like there's a whole thing with like cubs and bear and like they can be hot too, you know? So it's like, it's just weird.
That should be a song like, Fat Boys, We Are Hot Too. You know, I love, like, right away I was thinking, like, that's always like fat chicks thick. I always thinking of that because I'm like, yeah, fat is kind of like, it can be hot. You know what I mean? For me, I have such a stigma about fat because I've been fat my whole life. And so, like, I'm like, I hate being fat. But I don't ever think that about like other people that are big. And if anything, I sympathize. But there are so many people who actually find it attractive. Like, for me, I'm just like, I don't look at anyone else and I'm like, I hate being fat. But there's people like my husband or there's other.
I did BMW. I did have I called it a fic fock. Like it wasn't a Finsta, it was a fic fock. I did have a fic fock for a while, but when I got a new phone, I got logged out of it and couldn't get back in. So now I don't have it. But I did have a fic fock at one point.
Other people that are just like my OnlyFans, for instance, that people are obsessed. Like they like, I love your belly. I love this. Like it's great. Like they like genuinely like it.
I went when I was bigger. Like this was like 2016. I like went on I was like dating someone who was like a chubby chaser, but I didn't know he was a chubby chaser at the time. I just thought. Like, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
Until I saw, like, his past and then who he ended up getting married to, like, recently. I was like, oh, my God. Like, you were totally a chubby
Oh, but don't you hate the name chubby chaser? Because, like,
yeah.
Look, I'm also guilty of this, too. Because I always just be like, I only dated Jewish men, which is true. It's, like, a fact. I love Jewish men. Like, I don't know what it is. I just, like, love them. And, you know, whatever. And people are like, oh, my God, you can't say that's, like, fetishizing. But it's, like, there's also just, like, a preference, right? Like, there's people who are like, oh, you're a chubby chaser. But, like, you just like chubby. Like, you just like chubby. Are you a chubby chaser?
Yeah.
You don't say that about a skinny person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it would be, but skinny chaser. I think there's like a preference thing, and I hate that like it does become like a fetish. Like, oh, you're into big girls. It's like, I guess I don't care. I mean, it's just like a preference thing. But yeah, it's interesting. But how much weight did you lose? Because I feel like maybe don't know. Like you did lose a lot of weight, right?
Yeah. Like at my skinniest, I lost like 100 pounds.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your heaviest? If you
my
want to talk
heaviest
about
was over 300.
Wait. my lowest was 160. I don't know what I was saying.
So you're over 300 pounds.
Yeah,
You
and
went down to
then-
like 200.
I went down. Oh my god! Wait,
Oh, there
actually,
you
it was
go.
more because I went down. My skinniest was like 155, 160.
Ooh.
Like, I was a size
Yeah.
30 waist, which is crazy.
Well, yeah, you were. Yeah,
I was
but you
teeny.
look so great. You're not
Now
like,
I'm like thicker and like.
I don't consider you that at all.
I-
That's why I wanted to preface it because you keep saying I'm a big boy, but you're like not at all. So people are
That's
gonna look at you and be like, what?
And true, like I've found that I just like being stronger and I like working
Yup,
out. And, like,
yup,
getting, like, muscle
okay.
and stuff. So, but it's also like really triggering because I haven't gotten new clothes. Like I went like getting dressed today. I was like putting on my clothes thinking I was gonna like fit, and I was like I couldn't even get like my shoulder in to like
Yeah.
a shirt
That was
or
me
like
this
getting my
week.
shorts up. I'm like, it's
You just gotta back the
triggering.
size up, and let me tell you, it's the best feeling ever.
That is so funny. Aaron asks, when Trisha tells you about certain people, do you pretend you know who they are? Back then, early, yes. Early, I definitely did, because the Joji, the iDubbbz talk, I definitely just went with it. Actually, no, even to this day, because I'm like, it would take a long time for her to explain people. Like, when she mentions certain TikTokers, like, Remy Jo Bader, I barely know. I know now, but like, when she first started mentioning her, I'm sure I pretended to know. But yeah, usually I think, yeah, actually, you know what, now that I think about it, yeah, I think I do just say, even if I don't know, I just go with it, unless I really have no idea at all, you know. Oh my gosh, Umu, yes. When you were a kid, did they use the awful label of clothes Husky? Yes, 100%. I remember I had to go, when I had to get my school uniform, there was a special Husky section, and I had to go to the Husky section. Back then, luckily, I didn't know what it meant, like Husky, because when I was little, very Joey Graceffa-coded, my aunt my aunt bred Huskies. One litter, I guess it was an accident. Anyway, so everyone in my family had Huskies. So for my connotation was the dog growing up. So I didn't know what that meant until later on in life. So yeah.
Ever. Now that I actually have clothes that fit me, because I was wearing XLs and size 7 shoes, I couldn't fit into my shoes. I just did a collab with Sugar and Spice, and I was so embarrassed. I couldn't fit into shoes. We were trying to like shove my foot in there, and it was like crazy. I couldn't fit into anything like XL. Like I have video of it. I can like insert it somewhere. I literally ripped my dress on Monday, like the butt, like it was so tight, and I was just like, dang, I felt so bad. So I went to Fashion Nova, not sponsored. I went to Fashion Nova and like literally
Not
ordered everything a
sponsored.
size up, like 1X, 2X, and I feel so much better. I'm like, oh, okay, clothes that fit me.
See, I need to do that. My thing too is I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, so I don't want to get rid of all these clothes. But
I
it was like I was ridiculously skinny, like at that time, I think.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
it
and
was
then
like-
sometimes you like hold yourself to that, and then you feel bad if you're not that
Yeah.
skinny. And
Yeah.
it's not realistic. My sister too, she was like she was like 90 pounds. She goes, oh, I don't look like that anymore. Like, yeah, because she was miserable at the time. She didn't eat at the time. She was depressed. So I was just like, you don't want to go back to that. You're eating.
Yeah, and I think and not to put this all on Troye, but like that's what it would have been nice to see like bigger people. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, because there's all this stuff, like all these connotations that go into like not looking like a skinny little twink, and I get like for them too, it's like an article said like Troye should just like eat more or whatever, and I get that's also body shaming too, so that's not okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like being that skinny is like more accepted and more the
Of
norm.
course.
So
Yeah.
it's like
It's bad either way, but no one's ever like, ew, a skinny person. And if they do, it's like
Yeah.
rare, but it's always like, ew, you're fat.
Ew, a
you look
skinny
smell-
person.
Yeah.
Like as a fat person, you get way more ridiculed. But now if he puts out a music video and the next one he's making out with a chubby guy, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, you're performative, or you're gonna be like, oh, that's hot.
That's a good point, honestly. I feel like now, especially his like explanation about the why he didn't put like bigger guys in it. I feel like, okay, now you're like literally doing the opposite. But I think just as long as you have people in it, like you don't have to be making out with them or like, be like the star of the video, but having them be a part of it.
Yeah, well, Troye Sivan, we love you, but maybe get a fatty in there.
Fatty or two in
Yeah,
there.
fatty in there. Maybe you and I can go in our
I know.
underwear.
He
Not
did
that you're a fatty.
But
I'm a fatty.
he did say though, like his follow up to like his last like word on everything was like Rush was so big that he got a bigger budget for like his next music video.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
what
I
does
was
that mean? What? So he got a bigger budget because why?
Because Rush got so many views that like.
How many views does it have?
I don't even know. The song is literally like everywhere on gay TikTok, I guess. So I'm not like surprised.
I used to be on gay TikTok. I don't think I'm on there anymore.
Okay,
I'm
I guess
seeing
you're
way
back.
too many straight people.
Yeah, we gotta get you back on it.
Yeah. Well, I'll TikTok Troye Sivan and maybe it'll come up.
Well,
Love him.
I'll take- TikTok
speaking
choice
of,
of
this is something that I need your input on
What?
because the whole NPC trend on TikTok.
Oh, here we go. finally into the NPC trend. We're almost there. Oh my god, yes. And after this, it's White Lotus. I need to finish this and then go watch White Lotus. Oh my god. Oh, Lil Virtual, you made me a bracelet while watching Free Willy. That is the ultimate vibes. That is really the ultimate vibes. Was the lighting just overhead for this episode? No studio lights? I don't remember. There was lighting. Honestly, yeah, I think you're right. There was lighting at the top, like at the top of this backdrop. Like there is wood panels and then carpet over the wood or fabric. And then, yeah, at the top there were lights, but I think they just added more. I think Moses just added like a few more and added up top and then also some in the front as well. Oh my god. This is killing me. Honestly, I think that honestly, Umu, you're right. We have got a lot more comfortable. This really was our first time. Like, we didn't have a meeting to plan or like pre-produce or anything. We just went into it. Like, we didn't have a dry run. It's just like, here's the episode. So this is very much like first day of work vibes. So it is really funny how much more comfortable we got.
Yeah, I feel like this is like it's showing up more for me now, but before I feel like maybe it was more of like a straight TikTok kind of thing.
First of all, you'll have to ask Moses, are you on straight TikTok? Because he's the one who told me about this trend. And I was like, why are you seeing this trend? Like, what are you on? What's your TikTok? He follows one person on TikTok, me, but he's seeing this trend. And I'm like, oh, how did this happen? What's going on? He's the one who actually gave me the idea to do it. So please tell me how we should get a camera on you.
No,
we need another camera when we get budget.
There was a TikTok that made a compilation of people doing that. And it was just interesting because there's something about it. Like, sometimes you see something and there's something about this thing. Like the way the person was moving,
Moses came is killing me.
And I could see her doing it.
Okay. He's like, look at this trend. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Moses does have an eye for it. I remember when I put out King Tut, the TikTok, I wanted to delete it right away because I thought it was so embarrassing. He's like, no, this is mesmerizing. This is so good. And my sister literally like laughed at him. She's like, oh my God, you're so weird. Like what? This was like early on in our dating. And then I got like 33 million views. I was like, wow, Moses knew. He was on the pulse. He was on the pulse of what King Tut was. It was really weird. Yeah, he showed it to me. What did you even say to me? You said like, you didn't say like, do it. What did you say?
The NPC one?
Or you just showed it to me. Maybe I was like, I'm going to do this.
I think I showed it to you, and then you were like, "Oh, I'll go live and do it," like because you haven't done live in a while.
I love to hop on a trend, but especially one that's like that. Okay? I know people are like, just but to me, everyone's like, "Oh, it's obviously sexual in nature." It doesn't seem sexual in nature.
See, I think it depends on your perspective, because like to me, it doesn't either. When I watch it, I'm like kind of like what Moses said. I was like kind of mesmerized.
Yeah.
It's like so
soothing. I love it. I see a trend. I want to jump on it, especially this one. I thought, oh, this is like this is something that's like in my wheelhouse for sure. I love it. But then always like being a little bit of a troll. Like I'm always kind of like, oh, like this would be like a funny troll. But I committed. I did 2 hours live on Monday. I made $500, which like isn't it's a lot. Me. But I do OF. So I mean, obviously, I was like, well, I can make that in like a day. But doing nothing. But I think some of these people, they're on there for 8 hours. So they're making like $4,000 like a thing, which is amazing. They also say like ASMR can be sexual food. I mean, anything can be sexual if you say so. To me, it's like I don't think of it like that. I don't think of it as like sexual. I think it is like a mesmerizing thing, and it's.
I never thought of it. I know for some people it was. I don't know. To me, it was just too silly to be like sexual. I guess. I don't know. I can never think of Trisha's TikTok lives without thinking of the tomatoes. That might be why she never does TikTok lives anymore. But I know that must have sucked. But the meme of it is like really iconic. The meme of it really gives me life and keeps me going. Yeah, so this is really cracking me up. Oh, and Kennedy, off topic, but is your disc herniated in your lumbar part of your spine? Yes, I find out for sure on Wednesday, but I think so. That's where my MRI is, like the lumbar, so I think so. Yeah.
It's exhausting, first of all. So, like, I'm glad they're getting their coin. I love that people, for me, like, to make $500 back in the day, I'd have to, like, go to a strip club. I used to work at a strip club. I'd go in there, make $500, and you had to do, like, the most raunchy things ever. The fact that people can do this from, like, their house, I love it. I love that people make money from the internet. And it can be people with no followings, people that, like, have no creative talent. Like, I love all of that. Like, you can make money, and you can have this great living off of it. I think it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I was on
I always
Fox
just say
News.
yeah.
What'd you say? Rolling Stone. Shout out, everybody. And see, that's what I love. love. And I think it's like, as long as it's like harmless attention. Like I used to do things for like negative attention, and I'm like, this is like it's pretty silly to me. So when I saw that it was on like news things, I kind of like, I think it's fun. I think it's funny. I was like, I'm on this article, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool.
For something that's so like silly and kind of like
harmless, cute.
And it's funny too because I was like, she is too good at this. Like
I kind of was, right?
You were so.
Did I eat?
The one that really
did I eat? Okay,
took me
we're
out was,
so
like, the chili
millennial.
pepper one. Like,
oh yeah. And I was like. And like I was my thighs, I had to work out because I was on my bed, so I kept like pushing myself up and down like this.
Oh my god!
And then I was like, chili pepper, too hot. And then they were giving me, sorry, I have like a microphone in my hand, I forgot to use it. Then they gave me like lightning bolts, and it was like, it was like so fun. And then I like, but that one girl is good, the one that's like everywhere. I love her. It's like pop, pop, pop. Like it's just so cute, and it's just a fun way to be creative. I really like when I excel at challenges, I get really excited about it because I don't excel at much. But that one, it's just exhausting.
So good at it, like the balancing it, and it was in your eyes too. Yeah. It was like a full performance. It was wild.
I think I was really good at it. I do think I was really good at it. I was like, this was so much fun. I was up, but I literally was doing it for like 2 hours. Oh, because I was trying to get 1 million likes, and I did get 1 million. And so I was like, okay, let me do 1 million. So I was up there like 2 hours. We're supposed to be giving Malibu a bath and making dinner. And I was like 7:30, and he's like, that was longer than an hour. I was like, oh yeah, but it was your fault. You were the one who told me about it. So I was like, TikTok Live is kind of everything. You get a lot of followers. You get a lot of like people coming in. Like even though it was only like 6,000 at a time, I think it ended up being like 500,000 people that came. Yeah, which is like really cool. That's what's cool about TikTok. What's NPC stand for?
Non-playable character. It's like a video game thing where
me knowing,
it's just someone in the background that repeats an action like over and over, basically.
Oh, that's why they're doing that.
Yeah. Did you know that Pop Crave actually tweeted your NPC, a clip from your NPC live stream, and it got like 40,000 likes?
Okay, kind of love that. Pop Crave, I love them. I love that they're always on my side. They're always reporting the most random stuff. Are they like, okay, what is Pop Crave exactly?
It's like it's literally a Twitter account. They're making it a website, but it's just like a bunch of like teens, recent college graduates that are like running the account. It's actually pretty sick. Yeah.
Okay, because they always are like tweeting like random stuff about me. Like Halle Bailey commented on TikTok, and I was like, okay, I never know. I love Pop Crave. Please don't ever turn on me. Like they don't see me, but I love them. Yes, I think they were the first person to do it. I think it was like an hour after I did it, they had it. And I was like, oh my god, this is so fast. I love it. I love Twitter for that reason. Twitter was going downhill pretty quick, and I was kind of over it, but luckily I can promote, like, you know, I keep it for my OF. That's the only place you can promote. So I kept Twitter for that reason, but Twitter is the place where, like, you can go really, really viral. Like, when I just did this documentary, this guy was, like, telling me, he's like, when do you think you were the most searched on Google? Like, what is the most popular Trish era, basically? Because I always say, like, you know, unless I'm sitting next to a man, no one cares about me, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, I had Shane, and then I had David, and then I had Jeffrey, and stuff like that. So I always, like, those are the peak moments, you know, okay, Vlog Squad, Shane, whatever. He's like, no, none of those times. Like, you were the most Google searched in September of 2022, and it was because of Twitter, when people thought I had given birth to like the reincarnation.
This is tripping me out. Like when Twitter was still Twitter and not X, and pre-Ozempic. This is weirdly a time capsule. You know what I mean? So that is crazy. I refuse to change Twitter's name. Like, to me, it'll always be Twitter. Right? Because this was pre-damn. It's so, like, I feel like most of my ideas are the same, but it is funny how even in like 2 years, culturally, a lot has changed. Culturally, politically, so much is different.
Incarnate of Queen Elizabeth, and that was like, and it was like little spikes, like, okay, Shane, Vlog Squad, Jeffrey, and then it was like, whoosh, like the biggest spike was on Twitter. This, and like a random person started that rumor, like the most, like, no followers. And it became like so big. It was the craziest. And like TMZ was calling, like, that was the most time I've ever gotten any like press. It was so crazy. At the time, I didn't appreciate it. And like now I'm like, oh my God, that's kind of iconic. But at the time I was so stressed. Oh my God. I was just, I'm like, people are gonna think I made this up, and they think I'm using my baby for clout. And like, you know, you just think all these things and stuff. And I was so upset by it at the time. But now I'm like, oh my God, it's crazy. But yeah, that spike was insane.
I mean, I think I get a lot of gay Twitter, and it's like a lot of Trisha memes, like kind of constantly. The Trisha cinematic universe is, I hear that a lot.
Yes, yeah. I love it.
The TCU.
Yeah, what's the account I follow on? I actually know him in real life.
Drinks for Gays?
Drinks for Gays.
Is it really?
He lives around here. I know.
So
I met him at my tour, like so random. He's like, I'm Drinks for Gays. I was like, oh, that's.
How did I know Drinks for Gays like that? I don't know. I must have edited out to make it tighter, but why did I pull it out of? I don't know. Also, I'm dead that King Charles is ill again. The fact that King Charles is ill again is crazy. And the Pope, I think is I'm hoping the Pope pulls through. I am, but and King Charles too. For the record, I just thought the timing is diabolical though. The timing is crazy.
That's crazy. He loves Britney too. But yeah, Drinks for Gays always posting me. And again, once again, why I love the gays. They get it. They get me anyways. You know what I mean? Like they understand it and I love it so much. And yeah, gay Twitter is crazy though. I had a friend who that's his whole thing was, and it's like, that's wild. There's some wild stuff. I think I got on gay Twitter for a minute, like on accident.
I remember this.
I was showing Moses like some of this stuff. I was fascinated. I could not get out of it. The stuff they would show, the positions they would show, I was like, wait, what? Like, I thought I was pretty versed in this kind of stuff. And I was just like, I was shook. I'm like, how are they doing? I literally had to ask Moses. I'm like, how's that bouncing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. It was, and the stuff they show and the width and everything, it was nuts.
The width.
Gay Twitter was crazy. How did I get on? It was like literally on my For You. It was on my trending or something. I was like, what the hell? And because I'm trending For You. And all of a sudden this, I don't know, it's very weird. But it's great. I love it.
I think because like Trisha and the gays kind of go like hand in hand. So
I love that. That's the best compliment. If anyone says that to me, I think Julia Fox said gay icon. And I was like, oh my God, that's like the best compliment in the whole world. That's all I care about. That's all I care about, you know?
What you do.
If we already had maybe Twitter was already X. Was Twitter already X in July 2023? Because if we had a trending or like a For You page on Twitter, then it must have been X already. Me just sticking it to the man and calling it Twitter still. Yes.
Doing it.
Thank you.
You're doing it.
Because I feel like, okay, anyways, this is, we're going to just go on and on for hours and hours. You guys, this was Just Trish and Oscar. We'll put asterisks. Well, we're hoping to get guests on. Like, I would love nothing more than to have a guest sit here with me. But who knows, with the climate of the world and me being canceled all the time, I don't know. But we're hoping.
With the climate of the world and me being canceled all the time, who knows?
To get guests, I was able to do it before. We have some good ones. I have actually some good ones that have been in my DMs, and I've been saving it this opportunity for like a more professional setting for them. But there's been some crazy cool people in my DMs, and that we become friends and stuff like that. So I'm hoping we can do some guest episode. We'll do some Taylor Swift. What's it called? You called it something.
We're going to the Eras tour. Trish does the Eras tour.
When is it? Is there?
Oh, okay. Twitter allegedly became X in July 23rd, 2022. So I think it was still. Oh wait, no, this is 2023. Oh my God. Time is a construct. That is crazy. So I really just okay, T. Wow, I do not remember that happening back then, but sure. Oh my God.
It's coming in a couple weeks. It's like in a month. Yeah.
When?
She's here for like 7 nights in August. Like
where?
Sophie
Oh.
Stadium.
Me still not knowing if it's Sophie or Sophie. I think it's Sophie.
That's where the weekend was.
Yeah, so I have tickets for 1 night.
7 nights.
Yeah, she's here. It's a whole like mini residency. So we have to go.
How much money is she making? And
how much money is she making?
How do we get like VIP? Like, I just hate being in line, and that's not even me.
I was afraid of like you would need like I feel like you would need like a box or something because like
I like to be in the pit. I like to be up front, like first row.
Really?
But I don't want to wait in line, and that's not even me being like bougie. It's just like literally I can't wait in line. My feet would hurt and my back. I didn't even go to My Chemical Romance. Well, I just had a baby, but I didn't even go to My Chemical Romance because I was thinking like logistically. I'm like, am I gonna be waiting in line? Am I gonna be pushed? Am I, just in general? It's not
like
about.
The good thing is that like she has no pit. It's all like seated, but there are like good seats up front. I have tickets for 1 night. I might have to kick my boyfriend off so you can go.
Okay, down. Like, where are the seats? Also, I can't see, so I have to sit close for that reason.
Mine are close. Like I'm on the floor, like pretty close to the stage as of right now.
How much were they? Someone told me they were $6,000.
Like mine were only at the time they were expensive. They seemed expensive. They were like $700 because it was like a package.
Wow.
But now they're being resold for like $15,000. It's like pretty crazy.
It's like pretty crazy.
And Taylor Swift is not even like getting that money because they're like they're secondhand, right?
Yeah. But we're gonna figure this out. We need to get you to the Eras tour.
We never did.
We get StubHub to sponsor.
Yeah.
SeatGeek.
I don't know many Taylor Swift songs, but yeah. But we should do a Taylor Swift episode sooner than later then, because if this is happening,
coming in a few weeks. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'll look at an outfit to get, and we'll do that, and we'll do this. And I actually have no idea, but I wanted it to be Just Trish because if all else fails, it'll be Just Trish. Well, and Moses, he'll be here. I really should just do a podcast with Moses at this point because like whatever. But it's I don't know. But again, I'm manifesting Wendy vibes. Wendy, are you more the Susan or the Norm?
I think I'm more of a Susan. Right?
Yeah. I feel that way too. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Norm was always there, but like didn't really add too much. But Susan was kind of like on it. You gotta have a mix of both.
Yeah.
Because he had like the personality, but she was kind of like on it and stuff like that.
Good thing around it,
Yeah.
I miss Wendy. I love her. She's had her 59th birthday. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's,
59.
Oh, she's great, iconic. I love you, and I love you guys. Please subscribe. This channel, it's on my Evolution of Trish channel. Basically, I started with Dish with Trish. You can see the early episodes here. Then we went into Trish Talks. I've had so many podcasts. So if you guys want to go rewatch, Tinkles and Triggers was my latest podcast on here. It's an ASMR podcast. Check that out. And yeah, thanks guys so much. This has been so great. And just remember, it's not personal. It's just Trish.
Period.
Ew. Okay.
XOXO.
Okay, end card. Ew, the random period. Okay. Sicko. Oh my god, that is... I'm so like mixed on it. Like it feels so different. I'm not even gonna look at the comments because I'm scared. It's so different. It's weird. I feel like a lot of the way I feel about things is very much the same, but it feels so different. I don't know. That's crazy. That is so crazy. I know. I was proud of that tagline. I really was. Oh my god. It is so weird. There has definitely been an evolution for sure. The set looks so much better. The lighting definitely. I think the white balance on the cameras for sure has also been a big game changer. God, I need to bring that outfit back. I remember getting rid of that hat. That hat didn't make it to like the next day. I got rid of the hat like pretty expeditiously. The blazer I donated last year because I'm like, I'm never gonna need this blazer, but look at me now, a fool because that's an archival Just Trish piece that needs to be brought back. So I'm gonna have to up the ante on the Oppenheimer cosplay for the 2-year anniversary. Right, 2 year, yeah. Oh my god. For some reason, it feels longer than 2 years. Like, because the 2 years in July, so we're like a year and a half right now. It feels so much longer. Weirdly, me thinking that Twitter was still Twitter back then. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I guess it wasn't that long ago, but it feels like it was. It feels so far away. Yeah, Trisha and I are definitely more of friend vibes. Like before, it was very much like coworker on a lunch break. You know, but it was kind of giving that. But yeah, now we have a way better vibe now for sure. It's gonna be so funny, like doing Hot Topics again, having just seen this. It's gonna be kind of trippy. I don't know why. It's just so funny the way I was presenting the information. Someone said I was giving spell checks, and I was just like serious journalism kind of vibes. And yeah, even an hour and a half, the fact that we have a whole extra hour now is crazy. Wow, and this was pre-Elvis, pre-baby number 3, pre-guest, oh my god, pre-SNL. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice because I feel like we've grown and educated ourselves a lot of ways, but the values, I feel like the core of the values is pretty similar for a lot of it too. Right? Yeah. Even like 2020 to 2025 is so weird. Like the fact that Animal Crossing just turned 5. Even that feels like a short amount of time. So I don't know. Time is not real. Time is the weirdest construct. Oh my god. Oh, there was an episode where you were so cute to her and so kind. I can't remember what was happening, but I remember you made me bawl with how supportive you were. That's so sweet. Yes, the ethos is the same. The ethos is the same. Can we play DTI? No. We definitely cannot play DTI because guess what? You guys have already been warmed up and lubricated with the roasting and the lashings. So there's no way. Because if we play DTI, you've already been warmed up. The reads are going to be even more severe than they usually would be. Like, come on now. Come on. And also, it's White Lotus time. It's literally White Lotus time, you guys. But my plan... Every stream, I'm like, this is my plan to stream more than once a week. And then every Sunday, I'm like, sorry. Couldn't do that. because I want to stream more, but my MRI, I don't know. I've just been so much pain that it's been annoying. I don't know. I haven't been in the best mood to be streaming, but yeah, maybe after the MRI, I don't know. We'll see. But I need to do an Animal Crossing stream. My problem is I've also not been in a gaming mood. Like, even just for fun, I haven't been wanting to play anything. So that's what I'm also struggling with. But I want to do an Animal Crossing stream. I want to try Total Drama Island in Roblox, and then we can play it together and then cause drama that way. Because I feel like you guys would be really funny in like a total drama situation, and I really want to do what did I say? Animal Crossing Total Drama. And I really need to do another Fortnite with Jimmy and Kelly. I really need to get that figured out. But they can only do during the week. Will I ever play Inzoi? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Inzoi. I have watched streams of it and I am intrigued. I might get into some Inzoi. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah. I just need time. I need time. My vlog is also almost done. My vlog is also 80% done. I need to film the present day stuff to fill it in. I have the title for it, so I need to just post that this week too. But yeah. Christine, no, I did not. I forgot to stand up for Kelly last week. But I will bring that back up. Justice for Kelly. The Justice for Kelly campaign continues. Ooh, Cameron reading me. I want to try Total Drama Fortnite, etc. Cuts to Sunday when he reacts. Yeah, T. I was really close to gaming today. I really was. But I did a vote on my Discord. If you guys are not in the Discord, join the Discord because I did a poll. Granted, I gave you guys no time to vote. I think I had 6 votes, but the poll results were a reaction to Just Trish episode 1, so that's what I did. I listened to the audience, you know. But yeah. Well, I'll figure it out. Yeah. Anyways, you guys, I had to go watch White Lotus, eat dinner, and all that stuff. All that good stuff. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a nice, chill little stream. It's kind of the vibe I needed today. Nostalgic, a little sweetness in it. Please cease and desist the photoshopping of Clock the Chile Tea, Gag all that. I'm scared to look at Twitter. Quite scared. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will be back soon, hopefully. Be streaming again soon. If you guys aren't already, subscribe, like this stream, set the notifications on. Honestly, join the Discord or set the notifications on if you like care about not missing a stream. I usually go in Discord first and say like what the vibe is, like what time / what we'll be streaming. So that's kind of the place to be. It's kind of the place to be, you know. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for the well wishes on my back. Manifesting prayers up, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'll let you know. Hopefully well. All right, you guys, I will be back again at some point. Vlog at some point. You know the drill. Same old. Vlog at some point. Stream again at some point. Yeah. Okay. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, you guys. Oh, me forgetting my end screen. Okay.